It's my friend Lucy calling. I just gotta ignore
Hey,
her.
welcome to the Great American Experience.
Sorry, Lou.
Thanks for joining us, and
I'm streaming. She knows I live stream.
we got Aaron playing in the
She knows I'm
background.
also done it this time. Yes. Because Emerald is not fucking live yet. Come on, Emerald! Emerald's supposed to be like streaming. I got all hell tripod here. Cheers, everybody. There we go. Whoa. I hope I don't fall out of this fucking thing, man. It's 3 foot down on a fucking hard ceramic tile. That would definitely hurt.
Hey,
Go see.
what's up?
The smell from the neighbor below.
I got. Hold on a second. What's happening?
Hey, how you doing?
Going crazy.
I hear nothing but duh!
Right. And frogs. I didn't close the back window yet.
Well, that's all right. Them frogs ain't loud as fuck.
Oh yeah, they are. But Ranger's ass is stinking, so I'm trying to keep airflow going. He says it's stinky dog. He's right.
Who's not had a bath yet?
Huh?
Who's not have a bath yet? Who's a stinky boy?
No, he's not that kind of stinky. I think it might be the burnt hamburgers.
Ah.
Yeah, when I'm out, I try to stop. I don't eat McDonald's, but I'll stop through McDonald's and get the dollar burgers. Give him a treat. Trying to get him to be excited about getting in the car.
Look, you ain't got to bullshit me none, man. Like, it's okay to have a McDonald's burger every now and again.
Yeah, but I won't eat them. I won't eat them. I'll go to another place that's got real meat.
I had one the other day, first time in years. Ugh.
I know, right?
Oh my God, dude. I mean, it tasted okay, but like,
really,
the after effects, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was saying. It might be those McDonald's hamburgers I've been feeding Ranger. He's only $1, so I go and I'll get him a couple burgers and I'll treat him. I'll give him to him for treats and stuff.
The big trick is, I just got your notification for Twitch.
Yeah.
I'm new to Twitch. I originally got on it to follow Djibouti.
Oh, yeah.
Heard of them guys? They do video game streams.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They also do like a thing that's kind of like Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Oh, yeah?
But just modern, pretty funny. Like they did The Room with Tommy Wiseau. That was, I still sit in my car and just randomly think about that and giggle.
Right. Hey, Susan, welcome in.
Oh, who do we got? Let me check the chat because it's hard for me to. Hey, Susan. Good to see you, ma'am. I'm probably gonna get arrested.
What for?
Oh, I kind of got drunk earlier, and I was thinking about all this tyranny, and like I did a YouTube live video, and pretty much I just warned everybody I know, if you're a tyrant, I'll kill you.
Right.
You know, if I see you holding people down and trying to inoculate them with Bill Gates' murder vaccine, I'll kill you. You know, it's
Right.
just stating a fact, hoping they'll make the right choice. There's
Oh,
that.
yeah. No, I don't broadcast nothing.
Right, right. I'm a very emotional creature.
Now
You know,
listen, that's what I was going to say. The art of war, okay, is one of the key factors is that the enemy's not knowing what you're going to do.
right, right. I'm not the only voice out there though.
Right.
Uh, we are all like going the fuck off. You know, it's like a chorus of frogs down here, brother.
Susan, that'll never happen. Not in a Republican state anyway. Now you might end up in a Democrat state with a Democrat county and a crazy Democrat local officials. Yeah, you might get it.
Yeah,
You might get
but
something like that.
for the most part, we're pretty together here. Like, if 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 we have like a local revolution, it's going to be against the city. Uh,
I can tell you what, Missouri ain't gonna have no part of it. Missouri's already 100% open. They just said, "Fuck it, you guys do what you got to do."
oh, really? Nice.
Yeah. Some of
Very
the
good.
stores want you to wear a mask, but they don't make you. You know.
I remember a few years ago, your state said, "Hey, feds, if y'all don't get right, then we're just going to keep that income tax and give it back to the people."
Yeah.
I, I was like, "Rock on."
Yeah.
Hell.
No, we've got a Republican governor. We've got Republican majorities in the House and the Senate at the state level, and there's only two major counties that are Democrat left:
Hey, Miriam.
City and St. Louis City.
Well, I mean, we're pretty much all Republican here, but
Yeah.
um,
There's two blue dots, maybe three with Columbia, but
but
there's only three blue dots in this whole damn state.
our state constitution, however, has a couple of really shitty things in it. You know, like our version of the Second Amendment, like it's built in to infringe on the federal Second Amendment.
Can't do it. It's not legitimate. It's not a constitutional.
Exactly. Now, I'm a big states' rights guy. I'm a big Tenter guy, but
You can't
um,
violate the Constitution.
right, anything that's tantamount to the federal Constitution just ain't valid.
Correct.
So when there's a law on the books that says the sheriff may prevent the wearing of arms with an eye to prevent crime, that's what my state constitution says.
Right.
Uh, the federal constitution comes before that, you know.
Right.
So I don't care what their reasoning is. Like they built the reasoning into it, and our Constitution was adopted after the bad guys won the Civil War, and we ratified a new one. But it gave like a whole bunch of control, you know, over arms.
Mm-hmm.
Before that, no, Tennessee's Constitution was like it's the federal Constitution. You know, that's what it was like before then. But
No, but if you're gonna move though, Susan, if you're gonna move, if you're actually really thinking about moving, just make sure you check out the state, the county, and the
oh yeah,
local officials if you have any. But I suggest you stay out of city limits. You get into a good Republican county
definitely,
and a Republican
definitely.
state, and you'll be fine. Yeah.
Susan, move to Manchester, Tennessee.
No, well, I say, I'm a big fan of Missouri because we got constitutional carry and carry conceal.
Now that's
Marijuana
good,
is
but
deregulated and decriminalized.
aside from being able to carry openly and use marijuana, Tennessee's still pretty good. Our state, uh, it goes out of its way. It like fights cities to protect our rights. Sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm sitting in Tullahoma, Tennessee right now, and the mayor issued like the stay-at-home orders on a Monday, and then the Tuesday after, she retracted that, saying, "Yeah, due to the overwhelming response, I don't have the authority to do that, so never mind."
Well, we got short winters here, Susan. We only get like below freezing for maybe a month or two in the winter. That's it. You know, very rarely
Uh,
do we get below zero. But
Pretty
yeah,
similar here and there.
yeah, you were
Uh,
about the same elevation, about the same latitude.
just about. You're just like a click north.
Yeah, just a little bit north of it. Yeah.
Thing is, in my area though, I'm part of what's called the Great Basin. So, uh, like East Tennessee and up on the Cumberland Plateau, I'm not on that.
Yeah.
I'm I'm way down, almost to like sea level, and it's
Exactly.
fucking hot. God Almighty, does it get hot? Ugh.
Oh,
You'll
really?
walk, yeah, you'll walk through the woods here, and there is no recourse, man. On 100-degree day, it's just, if you ain't got AC, you are hurting.
Well, I mean,
It
we got a lot of humidity here, you know.
it you would
But
think you were in a jungle.
well, yeah, but it's always about 10, 12 degrees cooler in the shade around here. We have valley
Not
hills, so as it
not
warms up,
here.
cools down, the air changes in the valley, and it comes up the valley and gets cools off up here. Oh, it's
You'll
it's awesome. Yeah.
you'll go in the shade here thinking that it's gonna be cooler, and it's not.
Well, there are
Then
those days where you need a little wind. You put up a fan, and you're fine.
right. Sometimes you got to pull your hat off and be all like,
Yeah.
"Whoo, lordy."
But I will
Oh.
tell you this: don't you dare stick your head underneath that damn faucet from the well.
I bet
It'll
that's cold
burn.
as hell.
It'll burn. Now, what I do is I'll turn around. I fill my hat up. Yeah, I'll take my hat off and fill it up with cold water. Dump it out. Put it on my head. I can handle
There
it
you
that
go.
way. Yeah.
Oh, lay in a creek and get pinched by crawdaddies.
Yeah.
Good, good times. Good times. We get
Oh
one.
man.
One thing though, we got whole lot of like little mountain streams here. They're always cold.
Right. Right. Coming off the mountains and stuff. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, they're everywhere too. So, uh, tributaries and shit. Like, um, I'm kind of far enough south. We shouldn't have trout, but like, it's kind of a mixed bag, and like certain places are cold enough to have trout, and other places ain't. And in my area, for the most part, it ain't. It's hot water. It's warm, fresh water. So we're gonna have bass and stuff like that, but uh, they're like little tributaries that bubble up out of the hill and flow into that river, and that water is clean, cold. A lot of times you can find little rainbow trout in it, like,
Yeah.
you know, few and far between. But man, it's out there. and we got a lot of like uh, little fast moving rivers and creeks and stuff. So there's always a body of water to jump into around somewhere to cool off. Uh, Other than that, you know, if it's a humid summer, if it's a rainy summer, it's dangerous. It's so hot, it's dangerous. You know, if it's a dry summer, it ain't that bad because it's dry, and when you get in the shade, it does make a difference. But when we have
Talking about
droughts, man,
butts, I gotta get some room air freshener, man. I'll be right back.
talking about butts.
Talking about butts. You're about to smell like a cinnamon apple.
There ain't nothing wrong with that.
Come here, buddy. Your butt smells better already.
Welcome to the Bubba Show. We have an exciting lineup for y'all.
I'm a happy owner of some Glade apple cider.
Glade, nice.
Usually a breeze.
Have you ever used that pine smelling Glade?
Come here, buddy. Oh yeah. Yeah,
Man,
the
that's
sticky
some
butt.
good shit.
There's the sticky butt. What's up? What you want? What you want?
Who's a good ranger?
There's a ranger.
Who's a boy?
That's my buddy.
Look at him.
Yeah. He's got his feet on the floor. He's got his legs in my lap. Ow.
Bite the daddy's face.
Yeah, don't bite. There's our boy. There's our good boy. Oh, there you go. Oh.
That's just a dog thing. You gotta munch the face.
Mm. Yeah, he just nipping.
Yeah. Man, I miss my doggy.
Yep. Yeah, he just keeps getting bigger.
One day, hey buddy.
He's all in it now. What?
He's like, welcome to the Ranger Show. We have an exciting lineup for you.
I'm gonna eat my paw.
I'm gonna bite myself in the paw and sniff Will's butt and chew on a bone. It's gonna be an exciting show. Stick around.
Yeah, we did. We caught we have a critter trap out there, live trap. We
Oh
caught
yeah,
we caught a big mouse. We couldn't get out of the
nice.
cage. Probably a rat, wood rat. And I didn't kill it, and I let Ranger pull it out.
Nice. Did he kill it?
And he didn't. He played with it for a while. Got away from him.
Well,
Hey, Deb, welcome in.
that sounds about right. You know, a dog will follow its owner. So like if you're like, then they'll be like, oh shit, I should probably hurt that.
I was trying to get him to tear it up. I was like, tear it up,
Yeah.
Ranger. Get it. Just eat it. Breakfast.
Now, my dog being a Catahoula, I'd be all like, stop that shit, Sanford, and he'd just be like, I'm like, okay, or kill it, whatever you want to do, buddy.
All right. I was like,
it-
eat it.
It's your day, big man.
It's breakfast. Tear it up, Ranger. Tear it up. Get it. Tear it up.
Nah, I trained him pretty good, but back in them days when I had him, I was happily married and I was working, and my wife wasn't working with me, right?
Right.
and she would take Sanford out to go poop during the day and stuff. And man, he would see a rabbit, and it would take all she had, all 100 pounds of her, to
Right.
hold him back. But he listened good though. He smart dog.
Yeah.
But man, he'd see a rabbit, and man, he would go just ape shit.
How fun gets to chew up the Yorkie. Right. Right. Well, hey, yeah, Aaron's here. Fire animal.
Fired up.
Yep, fire animal. I have that boat and
I would, but like I ain't got none. Hey, it's tow truck.
hey, tow truck.
Got I see Deb. How you doing, Deb? I see Marina is back. How you doing, Zoom? Who else we got? ADT. That's all I see. Susan, of course, I already said. Groin snag. Groin snag is somebody I haven't seen yet. It sounds painful.
Yeah, no shit.
I think I've done that a few times, crossing wire. Oof. One time stands out now. Thanks for that groin snag. That was like 20 years ago. Now I got to remember that.
Ouch.
That ain't.
Oh shit, he pushed the red button. He'll be back. But Miriam, welcome in. Hey, how's it going? If you can hear me over the frogs. You hear all those frogs back there? Yeah, they're noisy right now. It's kind of necessary though. Ranger's farting again. So I need to keep the windows open so I don't get stunk out.
Man, I broke rule number 2.
Don't hit the red button.
My phone, bless its little heart, because if I pull up the chat and I hit the back button, it takes me out of the stream. I have to hit the little X. I gotta remember that. The little bitty X.
Right. Yep, frogs eat skaters. Yep.
I find them to be very delicious. Just need a little barbecue sauce.
I got an 18-foot plastic pond in the backyard. It used to be called a swimming pool. Now it's a frog pond.
Right. They get into everything. Especially here. When I was a kid, you know those little like pre-made wrought iron little porches that you can get?
All right.
It was, we moved into that. It was my uncle's trailer on 6 acres. It was already out there. So we didn't build a front porch. We built a big back porch. But the front porch was just like little iron, just steps in the little porch. But beside it, we put these half barrels. And I don't know what the hell they were thinking, but them become frog ponds pretty much like in a week.
Right.
And they stayed that way for the next 7 years. You know? Well, there was some plant growing out of one of them. I didn't know what the fuck it was. None of us did, and we didn't ask no questions. We like that. We like having the frogs around.
Right. Right.
We had this long driveway too, and like it was full of like big divots and dips and shit. Man, Yeah, some of them stayed full of water like all year round. And I love that shit because I like mud daubers. You know, it's a wasp you can play with and it won't hurt you.
Right.
So and I used to go around. I'd have my BB gun. I'd try to shoot the red wasp and like pretend I was like fighting some war on the side of the mud daubers. Yeah, and them little wood butterflies,
Yeah.
they freak. Yeah, they think that I'd go like stand among that and feel like Ace Ventura, just like all this shit landing on me. I'm like, yes, my insect friends.
Yeah. I have an idea. I got an idea. I'm gonna turn around and take a gutter and kind of put it in the ground in my chicken coop so I can fill it up with water and it'll keep the water in it.
Oh, nice.
Well, not necessarily to water the chickens, but so the bugs go after the water.
Oh,
The ants, the bugs, and stuff like that, they go after that water at ground level. The mosquitoes and all that stuff. And guess what? That's what chickens want. They want the bugs.
a diversion pond.
Just a little gutter full of
Very,
water.
very sneaky, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Hmm.
Mm. Genocide. Mm.
Yeah, you get it. Well, it's all about self-sustainability.
Well,
And,
yeah.
and if you rig it up properly and you draw the kind of stuff you want there, you don't want the mosquitoes and everything anywhere else. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And
So you
if they're
draw
gonna
them to
get in
the
that one
chickens.
spot, then
Right. Put that
the
in
chickens
there.
need protein.
Hmm?
The chickens need that protein.
Yo.
Oh, damn. I think I got Rona. Help.
I'm going to sawed off 20 gauge. What, Ranger?
Saw a badger with a sawed off 20 gauge. Holy fuck. I wouldn't mess up with it. I wouldn't mix up with it. Oh, is that me? Am I echoing?
I don't
All
know.
right.
Echo.
I hear an echo.
That's Ranger.
that ain't Ranger. We sound very similar, I know, but I hear myself.
Come here. Come here. Good boy.
Somebody else grab a link. Toad, come up here. Ranger ain't fucking around. He's just like, roof, I'm right here, dude.
He's hearing something outside, I think. Yeah.
Let
Good
Daddy
boy.
know.
Ranger, come here. Come
That's
here.
your job.
Come here. Come here. Good boy. Good boy.
I don't know how to refresh.
Just hit the refresh button in a minute.
Hold on now. Hold, what you got? Wait a minute.
Hey, battery, what's going on? Come on up, tow truck. Come on up. Shh.
Well, how's my echo? God damn it, I hear it again.
Hold on, it's probably me. Hold on. I'll refresh.
Look at us all being gentlemen. It ain't you, it's me. I think it's me. Welcome to the Bubba Show. We have an exciting lineup tonight. Joining us is former Defense Secretary Donald Rumsfeld, uh, pop music star Jennifer Lopez is in the house tonight.
Did
Oh,
it help?
uh, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it
told you.
did. I don't hear me no more. It
Yeah.
was all lies. Jennifer Lopez is not going to be here tonight. Um, and Donald Rumsfeld has better shit to do. So.
Yeah, that doesn't. They cancel a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I had him back in the green room, but like they had a problem with the crackers I had, and they were like, "We're above this shit," and they just ran away. I was like, "Damn."
What Ranger?
You know,
Yeah.
I mean, we provided plenty of coke and hookers. I don't understand, what the problem was. My ex just said, "What the fuck, Mark?"
Yeah.
Oh goodness. Well, I would tell you and everybody else about my day, but it was very uneventful. Um, just a bunch of being in this thing and hot. One thing though. One thing though. Bridgeford sausages are awesome. You ain't gotta like their beef jerky, but holy shit, them cured sausages are awesome. 11 out of 10. Telling you, great. They're not that huge, but they're good. They're the best sausages.
Well, I did my rounds, took care of the animals, and cleaned up in my shop. And couldn't do much because of the rain. Everything's wet.
Nice. Well, uh, sorry, I don't mean nice. It's just something like a
Well, no, it's
default
good for
thing
the
I'd say.
plants. It's
Um,
good for the plants. So what I did was I was transplanting some of the bare root trees that the Lady Liberty brought up to me. Hopefully, we can save them.
oh, nice.
Yeah, I got the mulberries, pecans, and some plums. Hopefully we can save them, but I think they're. I don't know if it's salvageable.
I would say at least the plums. Like, a few people know this about me, but I love a plum.
Well, I think the mulberries are pretty hardy trees. I know once you get them going, it's hard to kill.
I
So
know. I know once you start growing a plum, and it's hard to get me from not like stealing your plums.
well, I got 4 plum trees. I got 4 apple trees. Got some pear trees, cherry tree, and I
I
got more
think.
than a dozen peaches. I got probably 2 dozen peach trees out there.
Well, I think they're plum delicious.
That's how it
Uh,
works. Yep.
pears. Um, That's different, man. When I was a kid, I loved pears so much. God, I was always eating a pear.
Yeah.
Now, now I just something about them. I don't like them
You know
anymore.
what? You know what? You know how I like them?
How's that?
Pear jam,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
apple butter,
Processing
pear
and
butter.
processing, and I like them.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh
Another
man,
thing
I feel
too,
that way.
peaches. I used to love peaches.
I
They
love
were
peach.
they were abundant too. Uh, I could walk anywhere and grab a peach. Right.
Right.
Um,
We got blackberries and peaches everywhere here. Wild.
we
Yeah,
got
I'm not kidding. Wild.
we got peaches, apple, cherry. We have fruiting cherry wild. Um, there's a tree called a pawpaw. Uh, that's really more of a northern thing, but it's native here too. It's just it's more rare nowadays. But it's like a really custardy banana. It's delicious. Uh, Man, when a pawpaw is ripe, it's like a banana. It's like an overripe banana with honey in it. That's what it tastes like.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah, they're delicious. Um, you know, you got to have something to drink because that kind of thing like makes your mouth dry. But that's really
Ranger,
good.
stop.
W- We have persimmons, of course, and two kinds of them, and you can't really eat those until they freeze. You gotta They gotta get frost on them before they get sweet. Um, but we have like service berries, mulberries, blackberries, blueberries, strawberries. Some dude named Barry, man, you name it. There's just all kinds of stuff here.
We got
Uh,
almonds, pecans, walnuts, and
got a lot of hickory up there.
oh yeah, we got chestnuts too. Yeah, lots of hickory, lots of oak.
We got quite a bit of oak. I mean, I know
Yeah,
people used to gather up them buckeyes, you know, and give it out to people like here's a token of good luck. You know, that's
right.
what we did with it. Uh,
Yeah,
but
we got those
hickory
here.
nut. Here's something you can do with hickory nuts. Let them dry, and then crack them when they're good and hard. Break them up, and you can slow roast them and make a coffee out of that. Uh, yeah, just blacken them, and that's what we call chicory, ladies and gentlemen. It'll get your doo doo going, and it's a good
Yeah, right.
it's a good coffee substitute.
Well, that's why they used to roasting chestnuts on an open fire. Breakfast, nipping at your nose.
So, Grandpa, don't get too bound up.
Being sung by choir.
Let's see here.
Yeah,
Some people here grow bananas. Most of us,
champions.
most of us just go bananas though. So, but, uh, yeah, I had a dude maybe a mile
You
from
like your
me.
squeezed, Deb?
What the
I like my squeezed once
Tangelo?
in a while too. Yeah.
Let me look at the chat here. Chat. Oh, y'all are talking about fruit.
Oh yeah.
I was, I of course was thinking something else.
Yeah, that was yeah. Just as soon as I said it, I knew it sounded bad. It sounded dirty. Like damn.
I want you to know one thing. When I watch y'all at night, I'm making all kind of disgusting jokes in my head. Just because I'm like a very immature dude like that. But I don't say it, because I'm classy.
I didn't mean that. You didn't specify.
Right? You can't really blame me. Just
Right.
saying.
I'm a guy. Come on, man.
I'm a dude.
I'm all respectful and all, but
Listen, ladies, I'm classy.
make it hard. Oh God, that didn't sound right.
Damn. Yeah, exactly.
Good
Oh
Lord.
God.
See, been corrupted by these women.
Mm-hmm. It's not our fault, really. I mean, just it's the women folk. You know?
I can't help it. This is the way God made me. That's not my fault. I'm just
Automated sandwich makers are like the downfall of men.
brought to you by SausageGravyBiscuitFarms.com. Fire in the
We're
bowl.
supposed to vote tonight whether we get 2,000 a month sooner. We're supposed to vote tonight. Okay.
Well, okay. Well, my ex just informed me that they're voting tonight on whether or not we get the $2,000 a month stimulus check.
That's not going to pass.
Yeah, because it's got all that bullshit in it too.
Yeah.
You know, hey,
Yeah,
give me
that's intended on
$2,000 a
purpose.
month. That'd be great. But like, don't take away my guns. Don't kill babies. Don't be dicks.
And don't be giving
Mhm.
our money to illegal aliens.
Exactly. Give that shit to citizens.
Right.
Or
So far.
you know, I'm in a bad way, and I could use $2,000 a month, but I'm not willing to uh, go along with all that other bullshit to get it. You know.
Right. Right.
You know? Give me $2,000 a month, but don't fucking give it to some goddamn border jumper that got here last week. You know?
Right.
Don't fucking pay for some fucking abortion with it. Don't empower government agencies to keep me from carrying a gun or assembling or speaking. You know.
Right.
And definitely don't force no vaccine on me. That's what my video was about.
Yes, Susan. I don't know if you're aware, but Trump is removing the monetary authority from the Federal Reserve and putting it back into the Treasury Department where it belongs. Okay? Which means bye-bye IRS and bye-bye the Federal Reserve. Because
we
the
got to get rid
IRS
of
is
that.
a subsidiary of the Federal Reserve. It's not a federal agency of the United States government. It is an operational arm of the Federal Reserve Bank.
Hey, that's right, Aaron. No vaccine, no chip. I keep my firearms.
That's right.
You know, I'm a poor hillbilly. I could use $2,000 a month. I really can. I used to work my ass off, and I've paid more than my fair share of taxes. You know, I don't mind getting some money if I can, but I am not. I am not about to sell my country's rights away.
Right.
For a measly $2,000. You know, make it 200 million, and maybe I'm kidding. Kidding.
Right. I mean, because
But,
you lose generationality.
Right. I don't. I'd rather be poor and free than rich and a slave.
Yeah. True wealth is not in the possessions.
No, you're absolutely right. Wealth is the ability to make money.
Yes.
Wealth is that's material wealth. That's good material wealth is your ability to make money.
Yeah.
It's living within your means. You know, I don't have this bullshit idea that I'm going to get some cushy full-time job. I'm homeless. People don't want to hire me. I put in apps all the time. You know.
Well, bro, they came when they came after me, man. They took my house. They took my house. I had 15 years never missing a payment on my $200,000 house. I mean, I had in St. Louis, a $200,000 house was a $5 million house on the East Coast. Okay. I mean, 2,400 square foot, 2-car garage, a den. I had a guest house. We were on a lake in the center of a neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? I had 3 or 5 acres between me and the lake. Okay. All this, I mean, it was the shit. I had a driveway full of cars, I should say. you know, and I was raising I was raising 3 of my own and 5 others, my godchildren. You know what I'm saying?
Dad made $12 an hour when he was raising 2 of his own
Yeah.
and 3
Well, I
cousins.
business, and I was making,
And our
well,
place
figures.
was 80,000.
Yeah. I was making well into the 6 figures, and that was back in the 90s, late 90s, early 2000s, and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Shit, man. I'm only 37. I remember Dad making like $7 an hour.
Well, do what you got to do.
Working his dick off too, working like a dog. He was a sheet metal mechanic.
But what I was talking about, they destroyed me. They not only took out me, they went after my customers, trucking companies, home improvement companies that did siding, window,
What
interior stuff.
the
Those are
fuck?
my companies. I had retail stores that I was a computer service tech. I could procure, design networks and equipment that they needed to custom fit their activities. I was their tech department when, for small businesses.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Okay. So I was a high tech department for a small business that really couldn't afford to have one.
So you were kind of like Geek Squad or like Computer Rocks or something like that.
Yeah, I was the personal tech
Right.
representative for their company, representing them, and building their systems, stuff like that for the individual customer. I had most customers I had for 8 to 10 years.
I can't believe they went after your customers though, man. That's bullshit.
Well, they knew they couldn't separate me from my income that way. So they went after the customer.
Oh, that's ass.
Yeah. I'm talking, they revoked leases on a home improvement company that had a warehouse and offices along with all their equipment park and stuff. They pulled their lease, dude.
God damn! What the fuck?
Yeah.
Who,
Dude,
the IRS?
they foreclosed on my house. I was never late on a payment.
The IRS did this?
Fucking no. It's all political, dude.
Okay, I got you.
Okay, the deep state they talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was a Romney machine that came after my ass.
And they will probably work through your state Department of Revenue or something like that, or
At the time, yeah.
the commission
school and all that shit. Yeah, they found out what I was doing, and I was coming in under the radar to provide to bring in newer technology to the people.
Wow.
And I mean, I was pretty famous. I started a gaming club, physical network, face-to-face network gaming, called Cyberfest Gaming, and we were LAN party. I was taking party. In fact, I actually had the predecessor to a contract for X Games to make computer gaming part of their thing before they even knew what computer gaming was.
Right.
All this shit. I built this all in 1999 and 2000, and I operated it all the way into 2005, 2006.
So I guess you were working on mechanics that led to like Halo and stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Info Games was a big sponsor of ours. Quake.
What the
ID Software.
What?
They
Infogram?
Yeah, Info Games. Yeah. Blizzard. We wrote map packs. I had tech teams. I'm telling you, I put all this shit together all back in the early 2000s before anybody thought of this shit. I was kind of a grandfather for this tech into the public.
Oh my God.
I'm the one that started the Cyberfest gaming systems of the LAN parties and stuff like that.
First off, I can say somebody very near and dear to me was sat in on a meeting at Bethesda, and now I can say I know somebody that actually worked on the programming that Bethesda appropriated to make my favorite game. Holy
You know where that
fuck!
came? The game was in prototype was called Frontline Force.
Frontline Force.
That was the predecessor to it.
To
They actually used that.
Quake.
No. Quake was prior to that. But
Quake. Okay,
Frontline
Quake was
Force,
fire.
remember Counter-Strike and all that stuff?
Yes.
Okay, well, DARPA and them were working on a gaming system that could train soldiers.
Oh my fucking god! Did you have a did you have a hand in making the greatest military game on PS1 ever? America's Army.
No, not
Okay.
directly. No, I didn't. No,
Oh my fucking god, dude! I would like have an aneurysm.
but no. What they did was this was back 2002. They were, but we were holding these 200-person, 250-person LAN parties. People bringing their computers in. We had sponsors, everything from hardware, software, games, Toys R Us. You know, Papa John's Pizza. We had the donut places were sponsoring us. They would be bringing food and stuff for us, real cheap and shit for the guys. I mean, I had everything rigged. I had everything set up, dude. We were pulling this off. We had the whole show was all of our cords and extension cords were all blacklight reactive, and we lit the place up with black lights. So it looked like you were entering Tron World when you went to go set up your computer in the game room.
Okay, number one, that is huge for a LAN party even today.
Yeah.
Nope. No, that's enormous. Normally it's like 5 or 6 friends are like all playing WoW together or RuneScape.
Right. And before 9/11,
They're already
wait, you're way bad noise there.
so we're getting the numbers.
No, but just before 9/11, I had a deal. I had a deal in the works. I muted you because you got a lot of weird noise coming from you and some talkback coming too. So it was really crazy. But we turned around and my company's name was Greater Technologies, still is my base company. And we I've done some crazy stuff people don't even realize. Like I was on the development teams and the survey teams that actually mapped out and placed that gave them where they needed to build the towers for the cell phone network systems, not just for the region here in Missouri. Okay, I also worked on the one that went into China, in Beijing.
I don't mean to devalue that because that is awesome too. I mean, stupidly awesome. But
well, it doesn't mean anything because it's just a bunch of words, and all my.
It's not a bunch of words. I mean, it was that's your work, man. I mean, that's something to be proud of.
Yeah.
Please give me the names of a couple of games you influenced. Tell me their Bethesda properties now. Oh my God, you influenced WoW.
Yeah,
that's not Bethesda, but WoW is pretty cool.
I was writing virtual reality and turned it over to Blizzard and said, "Get here, do something with it," because we had lost a contract with YellowPages.com to build a virtual world online.
Have you ever heard of the game Hogs of War?
Yeah.
That was an Infogrames game, and man, it was really good. They didn't have a U.S. release, but I got a copy of it from England because I had a friend from England, and I traded him Mortal Kombat for the thing. And
hey, Vanziety's in this house. Holy shit!
Awesome.
Sorry about that. Sorry about interrupting you, Bubba.
No, that's cool. That's cool.
Heard Crown Castle. Man.
Crown Castle. I have not. Have you ever heard of Kingsfield?
No,
Kingsfield.
not that one. No, I haven't.
All right. Well,
Oh, wow.
You're familiar with the Elder Scrolls, right? Oblivion, Skyrim, Morrowind, Daggerfall, Arena.
I'm
Um,
aware of that kind of stuff, but my
okay, Kingsfield was like the Elder Scrolls. It was like a first person medieval RPG.
Have you ever heard of King?
But
But
there were no save points. You had to beat that shit in one run.
right, right.
And it was hard. it was it was the fucking worst.
Crown
Man.
Castle owns a bunch of cell towers. Well, there were several different companies that were building them. The company I worked for at the time was Nextel. That was here in big in St. Louis, and they were building their own tower sets because they didn't only just do cell phone service. Their cell phones acted like they used radio across the towers, like a CD.
Oh yeah, we use Nextel here.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, now they're
back
merged with Sprint.
right. We back when I was plumbing, we all had these little like Nextel phones. They were like Motorola brick phones.
I actually know
Yeah.
the guy that wrote that. Serious Sam. He was my best friend that created Serious Sam. Yeah, I think it was him that created it. They were because they were doing all kinds of. But that all came out of Duke Nukem.
Duke Nukem was
Duke
awesome.
People didn't
I
even know
don't.
the game was not workable. We went in and found the code in the game. This was before anything. This had to been like 96, 97, maybe.
Well,
People didn't even know what network gaming was.
well, well. Duke Nukem come out after Doom, but uh, Duke
Yeah,
Nukem is the better game by far.
yeah. The original Doom. No, the original Doom came out after the original game was Wolfenstein,
Yes, yes. Wolfenstein 3D.
and then Duke Nukem came out,
Now
and
Doom was there
and
before Duke Nukem.
Doom had so much better graphics. That's why it stole the market.
Yeah, but man, Duke is awesome. He's
I
like
know.
Johnny Bravo, but Doom guy.
I've come here to chew gum, kick ass, and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of bubble gum.
That's I was sitting there. I was sitting there playing Duke Nukem on PlayStation uh, all night with my buddies next door so many times, and he would say when he said I come here to kick ass or chew bubble gum, I come or whatever. I come up with the phrase I come here to chew ass or take names, and I'm all out of ass. What's your name?
Hey, Carter Patriot in the house. Aaron the tires. Well, hey, what's up? Somebody get that guy a link. Come on up, guys. Hold on a second. Grab a link. Come on up. Join the
Come on,
conversation.
fellers. I'm about out of words. Y'all, come on up.
Yeah, come on up. Join the conversation.
Let me get out of here. I gotta go throw up. Been having to throw up for like an hour now.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
I ain't trying to leave Will hanging.
Oh no. You gotta go, man. You gotta go. We got.
I like to think that what I have to say has value, but
does.
not for hours and hours. I like to give y'all nuggets.
There you go.
Little treats to chew on.
Yeah. All right. Well, if you gotta go, man, be careful and take care, man. You're hanging around in the chat, aren't you?
I'm staying. Oh yeah, I'll hang around and chat, but I'm staying until somebody else starts talking.
Rock on. Okay.
I can salivate for a few minutes, guys. I'm tough. Rawr.
You can, Aaron. You've been up here before. You can get up here. You know it.
Yeah.
You might ought to check because I bet you.
Aaron.
Yeah, I bet his reception's a whole lot better where he's at than where he was. So I bet you he can get up here real easily. Carbonated
I,
Patriot. Grab
I
that.
see
I,
you. I see you, Toe, but you're frozen.
Colonel Sean.
I set my dogs off when I was mocking Aaron. I was like, "Come on, Aaron!" And the dogs went nuts. Ran over to the neighbors.
Mm. Will has a black screen, and you're looking like this.
Really? No, that's me. I'm boring today. I shouldn't even come on, but I don't know what I'd do without you guys. So here we go.
That is fucking sweet.
You need a daily dose of optimism.
Yeah. Oh. That
I got
circuit
sunshine.
judge.
I know. I'm really thinking. But
You
I don't
gotta
know.
get it, dude.
Is that where that smoke's coming from?
Listen. Five shots is enough.
No, it's funny because the fire is smoking and it was drifting off, and I've been smoking oid tonight.
Well, you said you was thinking. I was like, is that where that smoke's coming from?
Yeah, free wheel burning.
Fire
It's froze like that for me too. Her truck is froze like with smoke.
Okay.
Look at him.
You like you're gonna kill somebody.
Why would you say something like that?
You got it, Carbon, man. Anxiety, you should get up here. Where you at? Where'd you go?
I'm gonna read chat real quick.
Man,
Oh my God, it's Han. How you doing,
oh,
Han?
hell yeah, that one ain't right on. Brought to you by SausageGravyBiscuitFarms.com.
Zoom said Miriam correctly. That's awesome.
Yeah, but Anxiety, I put a link up there and he disappeared. He ran away.
Ju-
Dude, Anxiety,
I
come
think-
back, man.
He's been working on that.
I think Zoom taught his iPad how to spell Merriam. I saw that the other day.
Did he? Oh,
He had to train it. You got to train these things, sometimes.
First off, Deb, are you serious? You like Leisure Suit Larry?
Oh, shit.
oh my God.
Deb is probably a cool chick, just based on that statement alone.
Do you remember that? Remember that game, the drug dealer game that was pretty popular? You had to get a bigger car. It had a bigger trunk and
GTA? Grand
something
Theft
like
Auto?
that. No, I think it started out before that as a drug dealer game kind of thing. Yeah,
Driver?
Driver. Yeah,
Oh, Driver was a big series, man. I made like 3 or 4 of those.
but you had to sell. You buy a car, then you became a mule, and you started. The bigger the trunk you had, the better deals you could make and stuff like that.
Right. I think that was Driver.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a pretty
I
good
don't remember
game.
exactly what it was because I never played it. I was just like, you guys are so stupid. He goes, yeah, dude, I'm getting me a Cadillac Eldorado.
What about Twisted Metal?
Twisted Metal. Yeah, I remember that. Good
That
point.
was fun.
Running people over and shit. That game
That was fun. Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Yeah. That was a
That's my stuff.
Unreal Tournament.
I know a lot of people that played Unreal.
Yeah. That was
I was not one of them. But
StarCraft. All the StarCraft multiplayer stuff. Oh yeah.
yeah.
The even the towers maps and the even up to StarCraft 2 with the Space Wars. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Susan likes Donkey Kong, and there is nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
It froze everything.
Donkey
Unreal
Kong is
shit,
awesome.
dude. you get some of those low gravity maps and stuff like that with those. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's the shit. We'd be doing Quake. I still got Quake too, and I got it working on even a Windows 10 kind of thing. Man, Anxiety, you got to get on the screen, man. I've been wanting to talk to you for a while. You never get
Now
on the screen with me, man. Come let's have a talk.
it's before my time, really, but I grew up playing Atari. Do you guys remember Mountain King for the Atari 2600? That entire game was a glitch, and like they had their physics fucked up and everything, and that was just really fun to play, just to like explore, see what
Well,
you can do.
one of the first games that I
Battery.
remember playing on a console that I really liked was ColecoVision. That was Battleship Wars and stuff like that
Oh man,
back in
you
that
mean
time.
I miss Age of Empires.
What's up, dude?
Oh,
Holy shit, dude!
what's
oh,
up,
look at
man?
this.
Yeah, how you been? What are you doing?
I'm a random guy.
You're a
Hold
random guy.
on, hold on.
Oh
Nothing
shit!
wrong
There
with
we go.
that.
There we go. I like it better that way.
You forgot your hot pocket, man. You gotta have your hot pocket close by.
Yeah. I, I'm in a band, man. I'm in a new band called Kiss.
You say now you can stop role playing, man. You ain't playing World of Warcraft now.
World of Warcraft is the shit.
I know.
I came on here to say,
Are you
uh,
are you parked behind me, the anxiety?
oh yeah.
I want Age
Look
of
Is
at the
that
beer.
you?
Empires.
That you back there?
Yeah, that's me. Yeah,
You
that's me,
You guys
dude. Let
talking
me get
about
a
games?
beer.
You
get a rear.
beside the dude in
I miss
the
Age of
black
Empires.
Saturn.
Oh yeah.
Oi.
I gotta figure this out. I gotta figure this out.
All right, well, gentlemen, it was fun. I'm
All
gonna get
right,
off
Bo.
here and
You have a good one, brother.
all right.
I'll
I'll
talk to
be
you
in
soon.
chat.
I'll see you again soon.
All right.
Yeah, figure this out.
Figure what out?
I don't know. I need bacon.
You need bacon? That's funny. I just bought bacon today because there was no pork sticks. So I was like, fuck it, bastards. I'm gonna buy some fucking bacon. So, I bought bacon. So I bought me a couple tomatoes, a head of lettuce. I'm gonna have me some BLTs. I'm thinking I might have should have bought more bacon.
Hey man,
Enough
hey,
bacon.
World of Warcraft's #1.
Yeah.
And then Unreal Tournament's good. Do you remember the game Tribes? You remember Tribes?
Yes, I remember Tribes. Tribes
Dude,
2. Yeah,
Tribes
that
is
was the
crazy.
shit. Oh my god, that was cool. Do you
Yeah.
remember the tank game? That it was a green line game originally.
I'm not sure.
Time zone or something like that.
I'm I'm a little bit younger, just a little bit, but I'm
Okay.
not sure.
But they came out with it in first person shooter kind of
Yeah.
space. The hovering tanks and everything, dude.
Yeah. My
It,
uncle, see, I didn't PC game until I never PC game my whole life until about 3, 4, 5 years ago, and then when I was growing up, my uncle he had a nice PC, I guess, for back then, and he had Wolfenstein, he had fucking Doom and shit, and he had that one shooter pilot game that was real big back then. What was it, Jaeger or whatever? That was a big
Yeager. Yeah, it
shooter
was a Chuck
pilot game.
Yeager kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I played those at my uncle's house, but that was about it for PC for me. And then my buddy in high school,
Ice cream.
he was like, "Yo, man!" Here, when I moved to a different town. He was like, "Yeah, I got a PC," and I was like, "What the fuck is that?" You know what I mean? I knew what it was, but like, I had a Sega. You know what I mean? And like, oh, like okay, he showed me some other games, whatever, like we were just talking about. But he showed me Tribes, he showed me Unreal Tournament,
Right.
All
Yeah.
all those games, but
Yeah, those are the ones that we did that's what we did our national tournaments on was Tribes, Unreal Tournament 2000, and Quake. We could never get away from Quake, and then you had Counter-Strike as well.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't play Counter Strike until a few years ago. I played the newest version. Now they got this new game out called Valiant. You seen it?
No, I haven't, but I've heard about it.
It's like Counter Strike. It's not even out yet. It's closed beta. Um,
Right.
I haven't played it, but I've watched it. Closed beta It's like Counter Strike, but with a couple like magic moves. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
You got a couple like dumb shit, but
Right.
the shooting's the same and all that.
Now I was a guild master on Yanni
Oh, okay.
for 10 years. From the time it started, I was a guild master.
So you were raging at people, man. Get up, fucking
Well, we went on Ventrilo.
yeah. Oh,
We brought up,
Ventrilo, yeah.
yeah, we brought up Ventrilo, and we'd run our teams. And we were the big. We had so many people in our guild, and
Yeah.
I had multiple raiding teams. I had a PvP
Yeah.
warrior class stuff going on as well. But we had the whole 9 yards, dude. We had a expert in each class of each character.
Damn.
Okay, and they were the council. And we were
Oh
called
shit.
Moon Knights. It was the council of the Moon Knights.
Mm.
Moon Knights. I was the creator.
Okay.
I was the creator. That was my character's name. That was the guild master. Yeah, my warlock name was Dark Insider. I need a flashlight, damn it.
Dark Insider.
It was a warlock. It needed to be, corrupt.
Yeah, I hear you, man. My good buddy is a warlock. Yeah.
Canoes to the moon. Oh my god.
Yes.
What's happening?
What's up, everybody else? By the way, I've never been on here before. I mean, I've been lurked. I've lurked, but I've never been on video.
Right. I know you've been in a few times, man.
Yeah. I stream sometimes, but I don't know.
That shadow priest, you ain't. I'm just like saying you need to take some like turbo force or some shit, man.
Oh, I'm not.
Speaking
doing
of Turbo
Shadow
Force,
Priest. No.
I just mailed you yours.
I can play Disc Priest.
Yeah. Oh, thanks.
This
Thanks.
time, really, it's on the way.
Yeah. I'm just like, what do you still have those? You still have those sites where you can go and tweak out your class and stuff like that?
What'd you say?
Do they still have those sites where you can go and
yeah.
class?
Yeah. Dude, well, the arena, the PvP has gotten so crazy, man. It's like,
They almost got me back when they brought back vanilla.
the PvP is so fucking nuts. You gotta be on some Adderall, some Ritalin. You gotta be on something, man. I mean, Jesus Christ! Like it's so fast. You got 25 different moves. And I got people yelling at me all the time, like, "Oh,
Dude, you talk about buttons. I was a mage. I was a fire mage. I
Yeah.
used a keyboard and a mouse and a keypad. Yeah.
But it's all about that.
You covered your mic. Covered your mic with your hand.
I blocked the mic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Wow. Different. It was weird. You got to do PVE now to get gear to do PvP, which I don't want to do PVE.
Right? Because you got to get a group. You got to have a guild.
You got to sit there for 16 hours trying to kill one boss.
Right. And then there's that asshole that won't do what he's supposed to do and he gets killed. He's
and then you
absolutely
don't,
nuts.
and then you don't get no gear after you kill
Right.
Winter, did you get that link I shared you?
You showed the link.
Yeah, here, I'll share it again. I just want to know if you read this about Roger Stone. I shared it in the.
I want to see that. I do want to see that.
Okay, I'll share it. Hold on.
Well, let me scroll. Oh, what would you did it on YouTube?
Yeah, but it was a while ago. I just
Okay.
finally just. I've been chatting in friggin' YouTube, right? I must be really out of it because I just realized that you are streaming from YouTube.
Yeah,
Hello.
I fixed YouTube the other day. Oh no shit! Roger Stone speaks out and doesn't hold back. This is Red State. Oh, kick ass! But there's no video. Well, wait a minute. Here it is. Oh yeah, we're going here, man. Hold on. I'm gonna put this up.
Yeah, because I can't share like you can.
Okay. Hold on a second.
I gotta wash all my baseball caps.
Go here, go there, go there. Got this one, do that, and Roger Stone. Did you know I'm a big this guy, Roger Stone? I don't know what you guys know about Roger Stone, other than what's about President Trump.
Uh-huh.
But this guy, I think, is a key way into some of the prophecy that's come out about Trump. I think Roger Stone is a big part of the prophecy about how things change around Trump.
You mean good things?
Correct. Remember Clement
Yeah.
and his prophecies, and he
I don't
says,
know a lot about him,
"Holds
though.
up a single simple stone," and then he says, "Remember that name."
Yeah. Well, him and Trump been friends for a long time, right?
Well, yeah, but this Roger Stone has been the who's who of political suave
Okay, yeah. I forgot about that. You're right.
for 60 years.
Yeah.
For 60 years.
So he has been friends with a lot of
He
congressmen and
was in
that.
the White House with Reagan.
He was?
Yeah. He was in the White House with Nixon.
Did not know that.
Yeah. This guy is the suave who's who of political stuff for the last 50, 60 years.
Yeah. Well, I figured you'll like this article. That's why I shared it.
So
Someone just shared it with me an hour ago.
let me bring this up here. I'm going to go back to the other window. I'm not going to be able to see chat. But let me see if I can get the range through so I can do this. Damn it. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and play this and see if I can bring it up to bigger screen.
Best way to eat ice cream is when it's melting.
I want to see this.
Oh yeah, ice cream's good. No.
Okay, here we go.
Is there anything over the past few years that you do have regrets for? Is there anything that you look back and you're like, man, I wish I had never done that because I just got myself into trouble that I didn't deserve?
No, I think the answer is no. In all honesty, my Twitter feed is based solely on public information or a very good source who was, in fact, Randy Credico. The government said it wasn't, but they didn't tell you. 3 separate witnesses went to the grand jury and told them that Credico had told them directly to their faces that he was my source. One of them provided supporting emails and text messages, but they chose to ignore that. In the case of Credico, we had an email in which he told one of the other exculpatory grand jury witnesses, if you contradict me when you talk to the feds, I will put a hole in your head. Why wasn't he charged with witness tampering? I mean, this whole thing is a conduction. We turned over 30 pages of text messages which the Daily Caller broke the story. They have all of them that show, that prove definitively that Randy Credico was my source. Then the government claims Credico is not Stone's source, but Jerry Corsi is. But they don't call Jerry Corsi as a witness, and they provide no evidence whatsoever to support that claim. In fact, Corsi insists he's never had any contact with Hassan.
Can you imagine if you were able to speak about this publicly during all of this? You couldn't mount a public defense at all. You couldn't go out in public and say, call Jerome Corsi to the stand if you want to get some answers on this. And the trial went on without anyone really having an opportunity to defend you in public, namely you.
Yeah, no, that's part of the plan. See, they break you financially, they gag you so you can't defend yourself, and all for one specific purpose. On July 24th, 2019, one of the prosecutors approached my lawyers and proposed essentially a deal. If your client would be willing to come clean, if your client would be prepared to confess that these 29 phone calls between himself and candidate Donald Trump in 2016 were about WikiLeaks and the Russians, we might be willing to recommend no jail time.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah, that guy.
Nice new shirt too. I like that. Roger still did nothing wrong.
Right? Wow. Awesome. Yeah, I'm going to share that. I'm going to
Definitely do.
link. Hold on a
Because
second.
he's been quiet lately, so it's good to see him. I wonder if you can get the full interview on banned video.
Yeah, I bet we could. Much better quality, too. But no, I don't know if that would be on band video, but I think it would. I would think it would. Right, they're not allowing thumbnails out of even that article. Oh man, okay, bastard. All right, you know a lot of videos will let you put up a screen thumbnail kind of thing for the video.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's not allowing video propagation or thumbnail propagation.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So even that red state is being restricted. Oh man. Yeah. Sorry about that, Van. Where'd Van go? He took off, man. What the?
I'm reading on Red State, Biden campaign and media make CBS Catherine Heritage a public enemy after she dared to report on Obamagate. Telling you, man, there's going to be people end up deader than a doornail because of this Obamagate.
Yes, they are. They've got to kill the witnesses.
Yep.
They got to kill the people that they can't.
One by one.
And it's all going to be coming from.
Yep.
Y'all see Facebook is programmers to develop an AI to target me.
What is that?
What the hell?
We need the Clintons to come and suicide everybody.
Carpenter, you are. It's an honor to have you, and just to have you here. You know.
Amen to that.
Okay. You ain't simple, and I'm telling you what.
Wait a minute. What was that? Is that your dog? I'm trying to understand all the noise in the background.
That's battery. I don't know what's going on. He's got all kinds of fucking noises coming out of animals and shit.
Somebody said something funny about the women laughing.
But you make it off. Say again.
Somebody said something funny, and Got the women laughing.
No, I didn't get any of that. Did you make out anything he said, bro?
No.
That's what I was thinking.
Can you hear
I
me
didn't-
now?
Now I can
Yeah,
hear
it's a little
you.
better, yeah.
Somebody said something funny, and it got the women laughing.
Ah,
Oh.
at work. Okay, you're at work.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, okay, because I was wondering what that noise was.
Oh, shit. That goofy go face.
I need noise
that
canceling microphone.
Yeah, you do.
That's funny.
Rock on.
Did they catch Roger Stone's shirt?
Yep. Roger Stone still did nothing wrong. Oh, man. But yeah, that's just this.
Gotta slow down and work now. Needed a break.
Did Dan say anything before you left? Or did he leave? Are you still out there, Van? Vanxiety.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, he's a gamer guy I follow. I was following on, yeah. Michelle came in and got us off on a rabbit trail. Right in the middle of the conversation. Again.
What did I do?
I was just saying we were in the middle of a conversation and you came in with all this all of a sudden.
All of a sudden what?
With all this other stuff. Check it out. The kind of stuff we're talking about. We were in the conversation talking about stuff and you came in with something completely out left field.
Those right there.
Oh, that Roger Stone thing. I'm sorry. I apologize. I had to share that with you.
Yeah, I hear you. I appreciate it. But I was just want to make that show you what else. That's what people were talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Ventilator part.
These are all the things you make out there, huh? Battery?
Yep. Ventilator parts. Half the stuff is ventilator parts now. Going on my last break. Ugh. They don't want us to take a break around 9, so take mine at 30.
I didn't hear you.
They don't want us taking our break after 9, so I take mine at 8:30.
Oh, okay. That's 8:30 now. Yeah.
Here it is.
Oh, there you are. Anxiety's back. Hell, you know what time it is? It's time for pot. And I restocked today. Where's pot?
I gotta put my phone on charge. I've been doing YouTube all night. Whoa, my glove's all wet. Oh, hold the bottle.
Yeah.
It's ice.
Hey, Canoes. You there?
Yeah.
How was your day, dude?
Wet.
Wet? Yeah.
We had hellacious rain.
Big.
I'd say probably about 3 to 4 inches.
Right. Wow.
Oh yeah, I got some flooding over here.
Oh wow.
Where's the flood?
I live on a ridge. We never, even in the floods of '93 out here, we never even saw water on the property.
I live on a hill.
Mhm.
Had flooding, but never touched the house. I went to Home Depot and picked up a 10-foot piece of rain gutter and put it on my truck, strapped it down. And before I made a half a mile, it had slipped off the roof and was hanging over the side. The
Yeah.
vinyl was too flexible.
Right.
So I got it sticking out the back of the out of the back of the bed. Hopefully it'll be okay.
Yeah.
Strapped it down too.
There you go.
In
That's
the wind,
a good
I don't
idea.
think. In the wind, I don't think it's going to do much good. I can keep looking at my mirror on the way home. The other day, I saw somebody at Costco. I bought a bed and strapped it down at the top of their SUV. Then the driver was going around a corner, right hand on the wheel, and the left hand on the roof, holding the mattress. That's hazardous.
Where'd he go?
Who just left?
Tow truck says, I'm bored. Let me out of here. I want to party.
And I saw a 12-foot fiberglass ladder on the side of the road that was going to work the other day.
Oh, you don't, but you ain't got problems with right on your property, do you?
Me?
No, canoes.
Oh yeah, like at least a quarter of my field is flooded out.
Oh, no shit.
Oh yeah, and I got water coming up in the basement. Luckily, the sump pump's keeping up with it, but it's turning on like every 60 seconds.
Oh, wow.
I was driving.
Same
through
thing
Missouri.
happened last year.
I was driving through Missouri one time, and they had a field here flooded, and then another field over there flooded. But yeah, it was like they had some fields flooded, other fields not flooded.
Right.
Is that a normal thing in Missouri?
It can be. Yeah. Depends on the height of the road and the water. To be honest with you.
This was a highway, and the road was above all the farms.
Yeah, along Highway 70.
I think so.
Yep. Yep. You get around halfway between Kansas City and Columbia, and you get a bunch of those fields up there. There's a couple places where it gets close to the Missouri River.
I think I was visiting some family in Kansas.
Yeah. But some of it'll you'll have dikes built into the landscape that will protect.
That's what they were doing.
Well, basically, they're just channeling the river for overflow. You have to allow for so much of the overflow at times, so they know that they can, if they build the levee so high in a specific place, you can have a field after field that's dry on the upside of the levee, but on the other side of the levee, you'll have fields that are sacrificed to the flood. So
Everything's stalled on my screen.
when you live around a river like the Mississippi or the Missouri River, you really, it does take to know its seasons. You know what I'm saying? You walk into a blind 3 years down the road, you're going to be flooded out somewhere if you're on a lowlands area. Yeah. We had whole towns get shut down Pacific just a few years ago. A big bad flood here in the Midwest. Pacific was one of the towns that got shut down. In fact, there was only one. We were in Eureka. I was living in Eureka at the time. There was only one way in. Highway 44 was shut down both directions
I have an
because
old girl.
it flooded out in Fenton.
I have an
And
old girlfriend. Oh, sorry.
go ahead.
I have an old girlfriend that lives in Platte City, Kansas.
And
I didn't stop by and visit.
oh, okay. I thought you had something.
I talked to her mother on Facebook.
Oh, but you asked what was the deal with that, and that's what I was explaining to you. You'll have levies and
That's
stuff
what
like
I figured.
that. Yeah.
Designated fields to flood.
They don't necessarily designate them to flood, but if the flood does come about, those fields end up sacrificed.
Oh, that's a big chunk of ice. I put this in front of a fan and it melts like crazy. This place is hot. Well, I'm getting closer to that rain gutter grow system.
I figured you'd had that together already.
No, I'm still gathering parts. And I'm going to start a video before that. I don't know when I'll post it. But
So you're going to turn your whole backyard into a greenhouse?
No. Only 2 raised beds are going to be a greenhouse.
Well, I figured you was going to just go from the house to the fence line and greenhouse the whole backyard. It wouldn't be that big of a stretch.
No, it's not a big yard.
You could go from the house, use the gutters on the house, like you're talking about with your rain catch and all that stuff. Put a white plastic sheet from the house over to the fence, and make the whole damn thing a greenhouse.
Don't think the wife will like that, though.
What?
I don't think the wife will like that.
Why not?
Of course, in the wintertime, there'll be snow on the ground, but not on our yard.
Right. Well, yeah, you need some framework up there on that plastic to keep it viable.
Otherwise, it just sags down and just goes back to the ground.
Right. Well, if it lasts the whole year, you generally a summer will take it out of that 6 mil plastic. You only get like one summer and hopefully the rest of the winter out of it. You know what I'm saying? Make it a year, but after that, it's going to be crinkly, and next spring, it's going to be falling apart.
I know how that is. I had a greenhouse. Paid some money for that. Jeez. And it only lasted 1 season.
Well, you get these 10-foot wide, 100-foot rolls from like Lowe's or Home Depot. 6 mil plastic. And yeah. So
my father always kept some of that on hand.
Yeah, I've got 1.5 rolls. I keep a bunch of that.
You'd have a roll maybe 4 feet across. But you unroll that and then cut it and stretch it out. It goes 30 feet. It's all folded up.
Oh, okay. That's what you're saying. No, mine's only 10 foot wide. So it comes in a roll. It's about 2.5 feet wide. You know what I'm saying? 2.5 feet tall. And you unroll it, you cut it where you need it, open it up. It's 10 foot wide, however long you needed it. It's a 100-foot roll.
My father had a 4-foot roll stretched out 30 feet.
Yeah. Yeah, usually I keep it around. I was covering the chicken coop, the chicken yard. I would cover part of the chicken yard, and the rabbits. I put up a wind barrier around the rabbits with it. Rabbits don't really need protection from the temperature as much as they do the wind.
I didn't set
So,
my timer. What time did I turn the camera on myself?
I know it was 10:38 when you sat at the table.
Oh, put in the 10 minutes. That sounds right. Got another 5 minutes. Then I'm on timer. I forgot to set the timer.
Oh shit!
No, actually, I do remember setting the timer, but for some reason it doesn't go. You hear me?
Not my fault.
No, it's the liberal media's fault. It's Nancy Pelosi's fault.
They just need to put him straight up in a nut.
My supervisor would get a laugh out of that.
You know, they are reinstituting the mental health industry.
Oh, great.
Yeah, bringing back the asylums, I guess.
I'm tired of crazy people on the street.
Yeah. I guess that's a better name than re-education camps.
Yeah.
But that's what they're getting. These Democrats that ain't getting the rope are going to go to the mental wards. You know that, right? Massive depression. Oh, yeah. They're all going to go stupid. Did the goat drown? Tow Truck is asking, did the goat drown? Canoes, you there?
Oh, that's private chat. No wonder I didn't see anybody chatting. Just Michelle. Why is nobody talking? I was on private chat.
Canoes, are you there?
Around? Zoom is Zachary's right here.
Yeah, Zoom is Zachary. Yeah.
Aaron says, I miss Chickadee. Also Zoom. Zoom's right at, he posted right after it.
All right. Well, kick that goat. That's what I was saying. Canoes, you got to kick the goat. Goat Master, you are being summoned.
Unless he was talking to Zoom.
Yes. I summon the Goat Master.
Oh, it's a hole. Okay. Thought I had a speck on my screen. Here. Oops. Right there.
There's. What'd you do?
I told you guys I had to go check on my supper.
I know. We was just messing with you.
Canoes, you're back.
Gotta kick the goat. Yeah. There you go. Double Eagle House for you. Fire in the bowl.
Where'd you get that picture of a bison? Looks like he's getting goosed.
Yeah. That's kind of the point.
That's what happens when the goat pisses on the electric fence.
Oh my gosh. My cousin, he was a total redneck. He's like, hey, let's find out what happens when you pee on the electric fence. Oh man, he was screaming in pain.
All right. Somebody says some stupid shit like that. You know, just say, you first.
Exactly. I ain't gonna do it.
Right. You first.
Yeah, he's the idiot that would fire an arrow straight up in the air, using his feet, pull the string back, let it go, and run. Hope that arrow don't come down at you.
There are those that aren't really that smart.
He hasn't changed. He had a bad case when he was a kid of epilepsy, but when he grew up, he got over it. Until one day at work, somebody released a beam and went boom right in his forehead. Got the epilepsy back.
That Fire in the Bowl was brought to you by SausageGravyBiscuitFarms.com. .com. All right, how your sump pumps doing? They still operating?
It's running like every 60 seconds.
Have you checked your outflow?
Well, it's fucked up. It basically, the outflow from the pump
9
goes
seconds.
underneath the back end of the house and drains into a drain field underneath the driveway, and then it leaks back into
Oh
you know,
shit! Yeah.
the ground around the house, and then it'll be running for the next couple of days until the soil absorbs most of it.
Oh wow! Can't you reroute that? I mean, is it possible to put
I have no idea how to do that, and I'm not paying
it's
for
just
it.
PVC. Yeah, usually comes out of the sump pump.
You know, I'd have to get a professional plumber to come out here and take a look at it and tell me what my options are. I know nothing about that shit.
Right.
Okay, bend over and cough.
I mean, I suppose I could rig up, a pipe from the outflow before it goes, into the wall and divert it like out another wall, out into the field. But if the city found out about that, they'd probably fine me. We got some really fucked up laws here concerning.
You know what you could do? You could put a T in there and valve it so that that you could change the flow direction. And it would still meet code. In fact, it's probably better than code because you get an alternate off ball from because the drain field is just falling back into the house. You know what I'm saying? News?
The plumbing on this house, especially down there, is close to 100 years old.
Oh shit! Right?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm already in violation of code on some other things down there, so really don't want any inspectors or anything going around in the basement.
Right. Yeah.
Are you raping a duck or something over there? Jesus. What the hell was that?
He left his phone on and he's working.
Yeah, I hope he lubed up the goat at least. Jeez.
Yeah, let me
duck, whatever it is.
It would sound like I think it was an air rack.
I know, I'm just messing.
I know. I'm gonna mute him. See you later. I think he's already back at work. I think he already took off. Otherwise, his phone is still on.
Yeah, he said his break was over.
Yeah, I think so too. All right, I'm gonna mute. Yeah, that's it.
There you
go. Raping a duck. Ah! Oh yeah. Don T. Rump in the house. You're looking for new jobs. Oh, I got mine outside. It's supposed to be 70s all week long.
It's low 60s right now. It warmed up
Yeah,
today.
it was 80s. It's supposed to be 81 tomorrow. Yeah, but we got a rain tomorrow night and into Sunday morning, and then it's supposed to we ain't supposed to have any more rain for a week. So I'm good. I'll be able to till and get everything done this week. One of Lady Liberty's crew is coming up to help me this week. I hope I'm gonna go down there and pick him up. And he's gonna spend the week up here with me, helping me get some stuff done. At least that's what I'm hoping. So sounds like garden's getting done, guys. Get some organization done in the garage too. Get the back wall finish built and shelves out. Shelve it out. We'll set up a couple stations for a drill press and a cut-off saw. Hell yeah. Yeah, we rocking. I'm also going to set up a vacuum system so I can pull out all the sawdust like that. Pretty cool.
Hey, yo, how does it go? I got so much sun today, man. It's the first time it's been warm enough. Sunny. Oh, man. We got sunshine tomorrow. Oh, man. It's on. It's on. Sunshine.
My shoulder makes me happy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. But my best reference, my favorite reference, I'm happy. I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag.
No, that was the first song I learned to play all the way through was Sunshine of Your Love from Cream on the bass. Yeah, on the bass. It's kind of a cool tune because the bass is a lot of the lead of that song. So it's fun and the bass line sounds like the song. So yeah, that was my first complete tune that I ever learned. Yep. But the one that always sticks in my head is from Nazareth, right? Sunshine.
Yeah.
Every single day seemed to lighten up my day. Yeah, that one. That's the one. Easy Loving You, I think it's called, maybe. Or Sunshine, whatever. Either one. Wiz, what is this place in Missouri called? Perry?
Perry? Is
that far? Is that very far?
Too far. No.
I got a friend.
They're famous for a big flea market down there.
I got a friend there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Yep. I should go visit him. Yes, sir. I just kind of found out. I've known the guy for probably around 7 or 8 years, but I did not know that he was there. I thought he was in the Quad Cities, but I just found out today that he's in Perry. And I thought, I wonder where the fuck Perry is. So
I think, if I'm correct, it's down Highway 55 along the Missouri-Illinois border.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. So, yeah, it's all coming together. What else is new? There's nothing new. There's nothing new. I love it. That's it. That's all I got. Oh wait, Mac Daddy did it again today, man. One of them reporters asked that woman about, no, what specific lie do you think President Trump was talking about? And she named off 20 by instance and by name, man. She was like, bam, 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 bam.
She's the Mac Nanny.
Oh, she knocked them out, man. There's a link up in the chat. It's a 5-minute video. And man, it's way, way back from before when you were talking about Roger Stone and that. But that is badass, man, because she's like, well, first of all, I want to thank you people because on all the questions I get asked, nobody ever asked me a question about General Flynn. This is only the second time I've had a question like that. So I really appreciate you really doing your journalistic jobs. And I hope that you pursue some of the things that I'm putting out here because in reality, that is your job to answer some of these questions. I was like, holy buckets. And then she was like, well, then there's this, that, and the other thing. And then that applies to this, that. And she was naming names and instances all. And I ran out of fingers, man. I counted 20 things that she just smacked them with right there. And said, and I would like to encourage you to look into these things because that really is your job, you know.
Right, your job.
Because the guy was being a smartass. Well, the president said that somebody lied, and I just want to know how you feel about what did he specifically lie on. She was like, all right, let me get my book. She did a 38-minute conference and started it with now. Some people are saying that we undermined the programs that Obama had put in place for such disasters and pandemics. And here's his little folder. It's about this thick. And what we have is this one concerning pandemics and this one concerning emergency biohazards.
Response.
So I'm going to turn these over to you right now and you can check them out. She was hardcore, man. I'm really proud of her. Except I'm still leery about it because I caught her in that mistake.
And
Remember
you know
that?
what was in that thing from Obama, that plan? What questions they should be asking if there was an incident of an invasive virus? What questions should the politicians be asking?
And then she says, oh, and another thing that...
For people, it was a plan to cover their ass.
Yeah, man. She says, and another thing that this unprecedented administration has taken care of is the depletion of all of our food supplies that the Obama administration had let dry. So President Trump has restocked the cupboards for America. Jesus Christ, man. I was like, lady, they're going to shoot you. Knock it off.
Well, I went to the store today and there was no hamburger, no reasonable beef.
Wow.
There wasn't a pork steak in the house, so I bought bacon.
Bacon. I was going to tell you, have you ever had a belt? You need to make a belt, Emerald. Put a nice sunny side up egg on top of that BLT. Oh, it's delicious and nutritious.
Yep. Absolutely.
I don't know. The boy got the 22 out. I don't get it, man. It's that Ruger, you know, that everybody has. But he's still got the scope rail on it. And I keep telling him, hey, man, you can't see the rear sight, you know? And he's like, well, but I hit stuff with it. So I don't want to argue with him, right? And I figured he'll figure out that he's not hitting shit. Well, he comes out with it today, and he's like, I'm going to get that squirrel. He's 11, right? I'm going to get that squirrel. And the fucking thing is 30 foot up in the tree, and he's standing probably 30, 40 foot away from the tree. And he takes a shot and he was like, "Oh, I got him." And I was like, "Well, yeah." And he didn't die, right? You know?
Right.
And then he's like, he takes another shot and he was like, "Oh, I got him again." And I didn't see no squirrel fall out of the tree. And I was like, yeah, he's just, you know, trying to make up for the argument that we're having about taking the rail off or not. And sure as shit, about 4 or 5 seconds later, poop, there goes the squirrel.
Yeah.
And it wasn't really even dead. It was so strange. He nicked him. He somehow got an in and an exit wound right at the spine, but it didn't hurt the spine much. It didn't I can't even understand it. But then he got one probably right through the lungs and such like that. And then it laid there and then the doggies were fighting over it and stuff like that. And I was like, well, hey, Jacob, I mean, you ever had squirrel meat? It's really good. I mean, they eat good, man. It's some rich stuff. He's like, well, no, not really. I was like, well, okay, here, go skin them up. We'll eat them. I hand him the knife, you know, and he's like, can you show me how to do this? And I was like, all right, Jacob, I'll do this for you, because, you know, all your four-legged creatures basically go the same way. I mean, you can field dress them, but, you know, you can skin them in the same fashion, you know, a raccoon or a squirrel or a deer. It's all basically the same, you know. So I go over there and we're cutting them up and stuff. And then when you peel the pelt off, then I could see his entrance and exit wounds. He was pretty excited about that. And then he got to see, you know, how rich the meat was and stuff like that too. But I couldn't talk him into eating it, so I ate it. Threw it in there.
I'm gonna bring Battery down. He's in fact, put him in bed.
He might not have known he was there.
No, he thought he turned it off. It's in his pocket.
Yeah, we're getting butt cammed. Oh, that's a new word. That's a new word.
Right, butt cams.
I've heard of butt dialing before, but what'd you do? Run out of soda pop there? Or you don't drink soda pop? You need
tea.
Some tea. There you go.
You gotta go get some tea. I'll be right back. Give me
Get
just a
her
minute.
done.
Can you hold the floor?
Oh, yeah. Gravity does it. I got good connection tonight, too.
All right, there you go. I'll be right back.
You know, last night when I was freaking out, when my machine was freaking out so bad, I found out why. The goddamn updates were coming just at, whatchamacallit, just at midnight right there. And everything got sketchier than hell. I don't know. Sometimes that happens. I wish they would not do that when I'm trying to do stuff, but it seems like they gotta do it. Maybe mac and cheese and broccoli. Wow. I don't know. What's a Kevin James video? Who's mad at pro-life? I don't know. Jeez. I don't know how that flooding works, man. If I bought a roll of that 1.5 inch PEX, like, fuck, I don't even know, 100 feet of it for $20. And I used it to make my chicken tractor and stuff like that. But if you had some irrigation pipe, man, you could pipe that shit further on away from the house, no?
I'm almost back. Hold on a second. I'm not really here.
Oh, no. Pro-life's got the idea that somebody's not appreciating her wonderfulness. How could that be?
Hey, who's
Michelle,
that?
you don't have to ask questions like that. We don't do that unlike stuff here. There's no unlike button. Well, I mean, there is, but that's only if you're a dick, and I don't see that you've been a dick, so it's all good. Did you find, Michelle, did you find out anything about that stuff that HCG, human fucking castration? I don't remember what it's called. I just thought you might be on that stuff. Carpenter, hey Carpenter, you want to come up to Bemidji and go fishing with me? We can even go to the big lake. We can go to Red Lake. But the walleye are starting to come now that it's a little bit warmer. See there. See that love you get? There you go. Michelle, don't beat it down on yourself. Got it. Hey, battery's back. Huh. We had a nice view of your pocket, man.
How was it?
We called it butt cam, like butt dialing. You were butt camming us, man. That's a pretty clean facility you got there. Yeah, Carpenter, you can come over and we'll go fishing. I'm like 20 miles north of Itasca, you know, and like fuck, right in between the Indian reservations, White Earth and Red Lake. So hey, man, there's some fish over here later on this spring. I don't know what region you're in, but I'm just saying. If I'm right, you're probably in like Rochester area. Get stoned and catch fish or try. Well, fishing is the goal. Catching fish is the bonus.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Had to put Ranger to bed. Chores.
He's up so late. He usually doesn't stay up so late.
Oh, he was passed out on the floor. I basically pick him up, put him in bed.
My puppies are going through the tick thing, so now they're, I don't know, man. It's like they feel it, you know. It's like they're like I did something to them. They feel it, and they're like, "Oh, why do you make me feel like shit?" And it's like, and then I won't touch them, you know. I don't want to touch them for a day or two. Which, I mean, they know not to. I don't have to keep them away from me. If I say go away, they'll go away, you know. But they're like, man, I don't get no love no more. But they'll be all right.
Yeah.
The ticks just started coming, so it's time for the juice. The juice loose. The tire's job is to pass out. Well,
Check out that YouTube channel.
cool job if you can get it. YouTube chat video? No, you know, I missed that.
No, check out that YouTube video I just posted.
Oh, you just posted?
About how the federal government turns Indians into freeloaders.
What?
It's about how the federal government turns Indians into freeloaders.
CBS and the freeloaders.
Indians.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know. They wanted it that way too, so I don't know what the hell. That whole argument can fucking
we don't want to be
just
freeloaders.
Bite me. Well, I'm saying. Look, I didn't mean to get that deep, but what I'm saying is, Man, I shouldn't have said that. All right. Fuck. My apologies. But
It's okay.
it's like, no, they wanted the gaming and they wanted, no, but seriously, they wanted the gaming, they wanted their casinos, they wanted all that stuff. And then,
I can tell you a little bit about the casino.
you know, and then the fat cats run it all and the rest of them
Yep,
are
exactly.
dependent on the government. So, you know, I don't know who wants what or whatever, but yeah, they end up being freeloaders, probably because most of the upper echelon are getting all the fucking bennies and the others aren't. And
The casinos don't help the tribe that much.
and the reason I said that they asked for it is because they wanted their own government, and their own government is fucking their people. So,
that's right.
Well, so
we
why
all
is
took,
it that
took turns in
they
leadership.
wanted their own government? Why would they blame ours? If I mean, I'm probably speaking out of turn, but that's what I got. That's how I look at that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, if you want to be a sovereign nation and take care of your sovereign selves.
Well, some of the treaties don't allow them to take care of themselves. They don't get the benefit of the land. They can't
That's
farm.
why I had to retract real quick because I realized that too. Yeah,
They're
I do.
restricted. They're forced to not be able to, support themselves. Or be self-sufficient. In fact, they're restricted from being self-sufficient.
Yeah. Yep, that's why I retracted real quick. But I was just looking at the gaming aspect, and that some are taking advantage of many. I think. I don't know. I should learn to shut up. God dang it, I got myself in trouble, didn't I, Wiz?
And a lot of those tribes, they got those casino things. All it did was turn them into mafias. Mafia fields.
That's where I was coming from. That's what I meant to
And those that would take advantage did. And the rest of them are, fucked.
Yeah, it's up in this region. I live right in between the two largest nations possibly in the United States as far as, but I mean, okay, so the one, Red Lake, is the highest per capita crime rate in the world, okay? So all they do is run around and steal from each other and get what they can, and I don't know, but then you see them at Walmart and they're buying a new bike for their kids every other week. You know, they sell like thousands of bicycles up here at the Walmart. And why? I don't know. Because nobody fixes anything, because they got it all handed to them and it doesn't make a fuck bit of difference to them. They just throw it away or let somebody steal it or whatever. Dang it. I should never get in the, hey, I got my dinger. Oh, the goat's got it covered.
Welcome back. There you go.
I don't know what happened. I wasn't even touching the phone and it said link ended. What?
Brought to you by SausageGravyBiscuitFarms.com.
Yeah, I was in the tribal leadership and I didn't like what they were doing, so I left. I resigned, left, took my family and left the reservation. Because there was no opportunity for the reservation.
Right. I believe that, and that's unfortunate.
Just like you said,
it's a trap. Yeah,
they get everybody dependent, and then they end up voting Democrat all the time. They're slowly starting to wake up.
That's the way of the beast of the New World Order.
That's all because of that Indian Land Trust. I've been advocating for the end of the Indian Land Trust. Let the people own their land.
That's one thing that I've been kind of trying to figure out. Obama grabbed a lot of land across this nation and federalized it.
Yeah,
And
BLM.
so now we can't get it back. It can never be owned by us again. Or can it be bought back? Or do we gotta? I don't know. If we impeach him, does it take?
No, I think the Bureau of Land Management will rent land back to you, but they won't sell it back to you.
Wow. And then I heard like the basis of it is all for rail corridors and things like that. That's kind of a conspiracy theory, but they were talking about rail corridors to connect the nation. And that's why the land is so strategically grabbed up. But what I don't understand is how he got by with all that stuff, because that should be, I think, what you might call free enterprise there.
I posted that video.
Obama got away with it because he did it all under the guise of environmentalism.
The
That
EPA.
video I posted. Video I posted is John Stossel.
What is he? A reincarnated Geraldo Rivera? He looks like Geraldo Rivera.
Yeah, he does kind of. But he has been rejected by the liberal establishment because he reported on things they didn't like. And he was truthful about it. And that video talks about how Native Americans can't own their land. It belongs to a tribe, which is controlled by the government. So they can't get loans to start businesses. So there's no business on the reservation.
They have no capital.
With no business on the reservation except from the outside, there's no jobs. So the only thing most people do is just either leave the reservation, like I did, or take welfare. And it's a lot easier to just take welfare. He talks about tribes that are not recognized by the federal government. They have no casinos. They own their own land and businesses. They're doing fine without government money.
They're doing
it's
fine.
It's government money that needs to stop. Let the people own their land.
So how does the nation feel about backing that, when now you're talking what people would perceive as taking their money out of their pocket?
Yeah, there's resistance. Like you said, you got free money.
Well,
they don't want to mess with that.
Well, I mean, this is the same situations that's happening to the majority of America right now. The businesses have been funneled into the big corporations, and the small businesses are gone. And I mean, it's not yet, but it's well on its way.
Look at what's going on down in California. Elon Musk, he says, "I'm opening my factory. If you're gonna arrest anybody, come arrest me." They haven't touched it. But a small business owner, they're going to jail.
They're going to jail.
He's following you.
And then jail's a private institution too, a private business. Oh my God. Gets deeper and deeper into New World government. Scary shit. So, I mean, we should take a lesson from the natives on how it rocks down.
I just see it all as entertainment, man.
All I heard was frogs. Yeah, but I mean, then if a person speaks about it, there, you get condemned so easy because there's so many hard feelings. Like,
Well,
a guy just goes to say his opinion and he's, condemned by somebody somehow. No matter what you say, it seems. It's like we can't say nothing no more, because there's so much adversity that's been caused by fat pigs running this joint.
well, we voted in a news commercial. I mean, there's a new sheriff in town.
Man. But I mean, up here, the big issue is the pipeline, which is going to be running right down our road probably. And we had that big problem up in North Dakota. They were going to run it through the res, and the res didn't want it, and they said, "Oh no, everything will be fine." And sure as shit, the fucker broke the same way they said it was going to break. It broke, and so now I don't know. Everybody got sued, and now they're going to do it again. Line 3 is what they call this one, and son of a bitch. The only place that is able to get it from Canada south is through here because I'm in between that reservation and that reservation.
Access.
I don't know. I don't can't hear you.
Dakota Access Pipeline shut down. Trump started back up. Shut it down.
Man, you got some real sketchy sound there, battery.
You're in my pocket. I put you in my pocket. Yeah, it's kind of sketchy. I was saying Dakota Access Pipeline shut down by Obama. Then Trump got in office and he started to back up. But the court said, that shut down again.
Right. I never did figure that out. Obama shut off offshore drilling, then he shut off the pipelines, then he shut down the coal, then he emptied the food reserve. What the hell was he doing, man? He was
bankrupting, selling us out. That's what he was doing.
That's what he was doing,
The problem I have with the Dakota Access Pipeline is that it was approved by the tribe, but the tribe was never consulted by the leadership.
Now, a lot of this land transfer shit into government possession was to get a control of its resources.
Yep.
Exactly.
Okay, and they all plan to sell out to China on the way out the door.
That's right. That's real. That is more than probably what was going on.
They sold lumber to China.
Well, that's like they're doing, like right now, I've been watching, the weather guy, but he's saying that they keep burning down these forests so that they're clean, so that they can be built on easier, so that they can be, for construction. It's like, what the hell? We already, I guess, have enough room for the people that we have. It's billions of people in China that need more room.
Hear that?
We don't need more. Your ratchet spun out on you?
No. That was the chamber starting. They hit the vacuum button. All the air goes out and shut the door.
Oh, yeah.
You get your finger in there, you lost your finger.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Colonel.
Dang it, I let it slip again. I get so involved with. Well, then like so that's what happened. So the pipeline was allowed, but then when the people found out that it was coming through, the people blocked it. And a lot of people thought, well, it's just that they bait and switch is what they were thinking, is that the tribe said, well, yeah, you can bring it. And then when it got up to their border, it was like, no, you can't bring it no more. And then they wanted more money. They really kind of undermined the whole dignity of everybody and just started calling them money grubbers and stuff like that. It wasn't that cool.
One good thing that came out of it, it united the tribes around the country. My daughter went to the protest twice.
Yeah.
She's an activist.
But unfortunately, that all kind of turned into a big party or whatever, and they kind of care about their land enough, but then it became a trash heap, and they had to freaking hose them down. They didn't even have a place to shit.
Actually, they did. I can tell if you heard the stuff on the media.
Probably, yeah. Well, yeah, from Minneapolis, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was laughing at Aaron
because that stuff never got much onto the programs that I watch. It wasn't a topic on the programs that I watch. And then when I did watch the news, it was probably all contrived by the fake news. Canoes, have a good evening. I hope that you don't have
any
more
problems.
We don't need more, we need less. And I'm going to pray for that pump to keep its windings nice and wound so that it keeps on pumping. Because we don't need no wet goats. Wet goats stink. Don't drown the goat, man.
Wet goats are mad goats, and mad goats are mean.
Let the mad goats loose in Congress.
Yeah, buddy. Have a good one.
Get them goats high and let them loose.
Colonel Shaw.
Yeah, there's
say no to wet goats.
High wet goats.
Say what?
High wet goats.
Say no to what?
Canoes said hashtag say no to wet goats. Start a movement. Wet goats lives suck.
Oh wow.
Jesus. All right, it must be midnight or something. I'm turning into a pumpkin, aren't I? I'm getting silly. It's all that sunshine, man. I got so much, man.
It's 12:33 somewhere.
Wet goat lives suck. That's fine, man.
Wet goat life suck.
Oh, fuck. Wait a minute. I wanted to be miserable. God damn it. Aaron's still up.
Yeah.
Oh, he must have got an extra battery today.
Oh, go to misery. Come in.
I'll forward.
So, I mean, man, we had the chickens out in the yard today again. That husky just loves them chicks. He won't let them other two dogs within a yard of him.
Well,
I guess we're not gonna
Get
run.
away from my chicks.
my babies.
You just shut down my machine, so I guess we're not gonna run.
So what do you got? Floor sweeping for the rest of the night now, or what?
Pretty much.
Cool.
My area.
Ooh, you guys hear the foxes?
We got foxes.
Yeah.
That's a long ways away too.
Is it?
Yeah. I don't know. I want to sleep out on a trampoline. My nephew, he's freaked out because he says that he saw a silver fox last night, and we were looking. We did a bunch of research on it. Man, I didn't know they only stand about 14 to 20 inches at the shoulders, and they only weigh about 15 pounds, which is shocking because my cat is like 13, 14 pounds, man. But he was like, Uncle Scotty, if you're gonna sleep on a trampoline, you better bring that 410 with you. You don't want me. Oh, no way, we got June bugs. The first day of warmth, and we got June bugs already. Now the doggies are gonna get sick because they won't stop eating them. I'm serious. Get him, Armor. We got all kinds of June bugs. Man, I haven't seen him at all. Oh, I wonder what the new dog's gonna do with June bugs. Let's see. Axel, you want to cheat? You want to cheat? Here, Axel. What's it? Crunchies? You want crunchy? You want crunchy? Here. All right. Crunchy? Oh, they're gonna start going nuts now. When the June bugs come out and start bouncing off the walls, the dogs, man, they love them things. Ooh, Axel don't know what to think.
Oh yeah.
Eh, it's moving around. He's in their head now. Okay. Yeah, 410, but I got these big. What are these? Not Sabat. What did they call? Sabat, I think maybe. But they got them discs. They got, instead of slugs, they got discs, and then a bunch of BBs behind them.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Shot.
yeah, it's a shot,
Bird shot. Yeah. Bird
but
shot,
instead of round ball slugs, it's got flat discs. They fly like frisbees.
right? Oh wow.
Yeah, I was, man, I've done a lot of research on the dang it.
Hold on a second.
The new 410 loads pretty awesome shit. Zombie killers. Nice doggies. Where's my other dog? Where's a Willow? Willow. Oh man, I must have closed.
That was an owl. Sounded like it was going like it was in a fight
Oh,
with
out
another owl. And it was an old owl too. Wasn't no. That was new.
Do you have houses for them, or do you see
Not
them
yet.
around in the trees and stuff?
Oh yeah, we see owls out here all the time. In fact, you have to. My brother's got little dogs. We have to be careful because there's some big ass. There's big ass birds around here. There's red tip hawks got 4.5 foot spans.
Wow.
We got blackbirds with bigger wingspans. We got turkey vultures they keep roads clean.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh yeah, we got some turkey vultures for sure.
there's wildlife all over the damn place here. It is everywhere. Deer. I saw 2 deer on the way home. One standing in the middle of the road about half a mile up from me.
Oh,
I was wondering if it was going to move as I was coming up to it.
You know,
Like, there's
one
a
of my
deer. We're taking over.
I was almost a casualty on my first time out with a real gun. My grandpa and his brother had some really great coon dogs. So this is 1974, 5, something like that. And Uncle Martin and Grandpa, I just called him Grandpa.
I guess. Hold on a second. I guess Aaron's taking off. Good night, Aaron. Dream well, Patriot.
Aaron, see you tomorrow. Same bat ruins. You got it. Yeah, man. So I was out with my old man and my grandpa and my granduncle and the doggies, and I had a gun, and I was freaked out, man, because I'd never been out before. You know, I wanted to do everything right, because you didn't do something right, my grandpa'd let you know, one way or the other. One way or the other, you'd figure it out. And then the god dang it, I'm walking along, and something scared the hell out of me, man, and I like hit the deck. And when I did that, the shotgun was like right about here by the time I freaking wondered what was going on. And Uncle Martin looked back and he was like, get up. And, you know, he was like, shh, kind of trying to tell me that I seen that, but I don't want to tell your grandpa that I seen that, because grandpa would have had something to say about it. So Uncle Martin kind of covered my butt, but then we were talking about it later. He's like, what the hell? And I was like, I don't know, man. All of a sudden, I just felt this fucking poop. Like my ears popped or something. Hi, bud. Oh, it's underneath the trampoline. And what they figured out was that an owl had come down out of the tree, and I didn't hear nothing until its first wing flap, which was right over me. And that pop was the concussion of his, you know, of his first flap. And that's what scared. And Uncle Martin kind of told me, he says, yeah, it probably would have scared the hell out of me again, but I hope you learned a real good lesson about the number one important thing out here is that you keep that gun in the right direction, you know, because when I landed, it was right here, dude. And I was like, man, it scared me. And he was like, but don't, you know, I mean, don't let it affect your whole hunting life and everything. But
right.
That one scared me, man. And then way later in life, a couple of years ago, I saw a guy, I don't know, he was walking out of his house and this owl came and like ripped his head off and shit. Not his head, but his scalp. Literally took his scalp right off, man. The owls were attacking him. See all the June bugs, bud?
Now we got barn owls and screech owls here. We get in the wintertime, we get the snow owls. They come down here for the winters. The snow owls. I can actually put nests up for them so that and the conservation department will help me manage it. And but yeah, that's some cool stuff. So Carpenter, when we're talking about, I wanted to ask you about this. I was like, remember the other day we were talking about pond life and stuff like that, where the ponds are. Now, what is? I know we were talking about frogs and ducks and fish and stuff like that, but what would be the supporting there? I mean, duckweed and greens and stuff like that for the ducks, but the frogs really don't need anything but the algae and all that, the bugs and stuff like that come with the pond. But isn't there like um,
Won't the ducks eat the frogs?
maybe small ones, I guess. But we're looking at. I was thinking in there like a smaller something that helps keep a pond like down. The next evolution down from fish and frogs.
Oh, an algae or a
I mean, I get it with the green, like the duckweed and the pond weeds and stuff like that. We'll get all that naturally. The duckweed, I want
what
to
about
introduce
koi
to
fish?
it though.
What about koi fish or goldfish? Keep it stirred up,
Carp,
maybe.
yeah. I was thinking maybe like catfish.
Crayfish, I think them owls like them a lot. I think.
Crayfish,
Yeah.
yeah, like a big shrimp.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Big shrimp, little lobster.
yep. They're just really freaky when you if you're not expected to see one. It looks like a giant insect. Freaks the fuck out of you when you first see it. You're like, what the fuck is that? Oh shit! That crazy.
Yeah, we got man. There's so many things I could do here, but I'm so limited. It just ain't working out. Minnows. Yeah, get some minnows. Go get a scoopful from the bait shop. Throw them in there.
Like silverfish and stuff like that.
I don't know. Them things are nasty, aren't they? I don't think you want silverfish. They'll get all in your shit, I think. Get all in your house and everything. I got a crack right there in my sleeve.
Cats in it. Minnows. Oh, then you can put catfish in it. Okay. I was gonna say I don't think a cat's going nowhere near the water.
I wondered if there was any. What was I?
Okay.
Oh,
So I have to wait on the catfish, right?
I should get a hold of those conservation people because now that the boy has got to build that owl nest, we might be able to figure out how to build some. I forget they call them birds. There's a bird up here, and they put out. They don't like the same house every year, but there's the DNR goes out and puts out houses every year for them.
Oh, yeah.
They go clean them and stuff, and I think some people get tax rebates for having those houses on their property. And I was wondering if there was anything like that we could get the boy into some of that concert. Like they give tax breaks for beehives and things like that. And
well, I'm going to be building a bee aviary. I'm going to be building bat houses and putting them up around my property, away from away from where people are. And then turn around, and I'm also going to be putting up owl houses and bird houses, purple martins, and as far as all the bird stuff goes, yeah,
those wood duck houses.
Well, the ducks too, right? We'll be putting ducks on the ponds when we get the ponds going.
That's what you need the frogs for. The ducks.
Is that what it is? I thought they did the pretty much the minnows too. They hunt the minnows, but
I don't know what. I suppose you got about the same birds down there as we do. I don't think there's a whole lot of difference, really.
No, we get the ducks from the migrations. We get mallards and Canadian geese. I know for sure.
See, that's what's bugging me about this 410 because it's only got an 18.5-inch barrel, and I probably couldn't get much migratory bird with it. That's one of my stumbling blocks there because I want a gun that'll feed me too.
Right.
And I
right.
just don't think that shorty will do it.
Carpenter, I'll be building. I'll be getting back to the coolers possibly the end of this next week. All right. It looks like one of Lady Liberty's crew is going to come up here and stay with me hopefully next week, and we'll be able to get a lot of shit done. That'll get the gardens done, yeah, and we'll get the shop organized enough. Get some work done in there. I can do it by myself.
Man.
Oh yeah. I and we got turkeys out here too. So yeah. I imagine we will get some ducks on the migration set. I'm certain of it.
Then you got to watch out for the cats. You got much cougar and stuff down there?
We got cougars, we got lynx, we got mountain lions. Yeah. Not to mention house cats, wild feral cats.
Feral cats, yeah. Oh, man. I don't know. I'm still drinking coffee. All that sunshine gave me so much energy, but now it's the middle of the night and it feels stupid. But it's still, I needed it really bad. It's been cloudy, man.
Brought to you by Sausage Farm. Oh man.
So yeah, I cleared my cache and lost that admin setup again. I guess it doesn't save as a bookmark. It's not. It logs you out if you have that logged in and bookmarked for some reason.
Oh really?
You know, I'd have to go back into the sign in, and I can't do that without you.
Right. You just have to grab a phone and give me a call.
All right.
That's it. Just grab it. When that happens, just give me a call and get to the code.
Did you say something about you have a different plan for tomorrow night? Or was that last week? Maybe that was last week.
Tomorrow's Saturday, so I don't know what else I'm going to do. I mean, I can just my normal routine.
Cool.
Tomorrow night.
Unless they bump into me first.
Yeah. What?
Carpenter says the ducks will come back year after year unless they bump into me first. Because then they will be on my plate.
Well, that was what I was thinking too. But we don't need. I don't see me, trying to sustain myself on a day-to-day basis with ducks. But I figure every once in a while I'll take one out and then wait till they go away and go get it.
Sure.
Right. Need some subsonic ammo. Yeah, just hit them right there at the base of the neck. They'll be dead in about 20 minutes if they don't die right away.
Hey, what's a 22 caliber air rifle? What the hell am I missing here?
Yeah, 22.
I never heard of 22 caliber air rifle.
Well, actually, I was thinking about the air crossbow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing. That's what I like. I'm thinking that air crossbow is going to be the shit. Yeah, because it's got hypervelocity. Okay, air acceleration. Okay, and yeah, I'm thinking, the backside of it, 60 caliber. There you go. But you got your paintball gun. You got a full tank. You got about 100 shots. As long as you can keep up with your arrows, you're good to go.
I know, but that wouldn't be very economical, would it? I mean,
How's it
can't
not economical? Making the arrows yourself
what out of aluminum pipe?
out of rod, anything. Yeah, aluminum. Yeah.
Because I mean, you're not. I mean, they're getting expensive. Then I mean, they take a lot of effort to make an arrow.
You melt down the aluminum. You put it in your molds. You break your molds. You open them up. Each mold makes what, 10 arrows? Okay, you make them yourself.
Oh shit! My screensaver.
Melt down soda cans, beer cans. You make the damn arrows yourself.
You know, one of my friends was talking about you got to save them beer cans, and I was like, "Well, what are you trying to do?" And he told me and stuff, and I was like, "Man, couldn't you just like pick up an old bicycle or something?" He was like, "Oh yeah, all the billet aluminum that you can get off of a bicycle if you buy the right one. It's aluminum frame and everything, but all this you can get a lot of good metal out of a single bicycle you could pick up at a Goodwill store for $10. You get a lot of metal out of one of them."
Any source of aluminum. Doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was gonna ask Aaron too.
Same way. It all still melts down the same way. Build one of those 5-gallon bucket forges. Not hard.
Right. You could fuel it with duck shit.
Fuel it
Methane.
with charcoal. You can, you get that thing hot.
I was trying to work on a forge, man. I almost had it, but I didn't get the airflow right. But I got
I've got a
some.
propane forge. I got a propane forge. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get to that real quick.
But you're talking aluminum. You don't. It's not like it's almost just beyond. I mean, you can melt it with a soldering iron.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you needed to build a small crucible, you could even do it with a propane torch.
Yeah.
Just heat up the crucible and put the shit in it, and I'd use a map gas torch, but yeah.
Well, I was looking at this thing called a dragon burner or whatever.
Yeah.
If you can find it on YouTube, but it looks like a coach's whistle, and then the flames come out of where you would blow into the whistle, but this is where the flames come out. So then you drip oil in here and put a whole bunch of compressed air back here, and you can make a flamethrower, man, out of waste oil.
Yeah,
that would be an economical forge right there.
Yeah.
But
yeah, you just need the venturi inside the main tube to aerate the fuel. Yeah.
Somebody was telling me though, you got to kind of be careful because it'll be a high contaminant from all that.
And you have to worry about backlash as well.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
Boy, do I know about backlash. Mm-hmm. Remember the burners? Remember them where you'd go on, what do you call? You'd bivouac and shit, and then you'd have the portable mess and the 50-gallon drums that had the drip oil donut heaters. It would heat the water and to wash the trays or whatever.
Yeah.
And man, I tried to light one of them, and they said, "No, don't look in there. If it doesn't light, don't look in there for a few minutes." And I don't know. All I heard was a big old and then I didn't hear it anymore, and I thought, well, it's over. So I fucking went back to light it, and it blew my eyebrows off, man. Fucking threw me right the fuck, because it's a 4-inch, about a 4-inch pipe that goes down into a donut and then comes out as an exhaust. And when I looked in that hole, man, it went, wow. Yep. And I still don't have eyebrows from that. That happened. Yeah. That happened when I was 18 years old, man.
Take your hand. What you do is you take your hand over the opening first.
Uh-huh.
If you feel heat, what it'll do, it'll flash on you there, but you can get your hand out of the way fast enough without hurting anything on your hand, really. But it'll change the air pressure across the top of that pipe, and it'll push it where it's going. Because what's happening is it's trying to figure out its flow still.
Yeah.
It's ignited, but it doesn't have a flow yet. And when you push your face over the pipe, it creates a venturi, which gives it access to go.
Oh, less pressure? Let's go there. Yeah, exactly. Which happened to be my eyebrows.
Right.
Fuck. Yeah, that sucked. But it was funnier than anything. It didn't hurt like that bad. It was just really scary.
Oh, dude, my the tater plants are already about 8 inches tall. Yeah, I'm going to have a tub full of taters. I'm all excited about that.
Are you doing them in...
The plants are looking great. The zucchinis are huge. I have to separate out the okra because they're getting root bound in the pots. And the garden's not ready yet. So.
Man, we just barely got robins pulling worms out of the ground. You guys are growing stuff already? What the hell?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got tomato plants that are 6-7 inches tall. Boom. I got beefsteak tomatoes. I got Romano tomatoes. I got cherry tomatoes and globe tomatoes. And 2 kinds of okra. But none of the cucumbers, none of the beans, none of the peppers came up at all. Kind of freaking me out. But I expect that'll change this week.
Bruce Wayne.
This week.
What are you going to do to make him sweet?
No, that's not Bruce Wayne. That's just Bruce.
Oh, I misnomered. Son of a bitch, Toe. When are you going to get it right?
Bruce says he's already got tomatoes on his plants. Well, some of us didn't have greenhouses at the start of the season.
Well, why don't we provide... Oh, I got feedback now? That's great. But anyway, why don't we provide a StreamYard link in case someone is interested in conversating?
Yeah, come on up, Carpenter.
So,
yeah, we'll have a conversation, man.
That was unfortunate that you were met up with your old pal there. What was his name? Fantastic?
Anxiety?
No. Anxiety?
Anxiety, yeah.
It's too bad that got, cut short.
Blown up, yeah.
That was good stuff.
Oh, yeah. I've been wanting to talk to him for a while, man. It's because, shit, I've been trying to get... You got to come over and talk, man. And then, yeah, God bless Michelle. She wasn't trying to hurt me. She knew I'd be interested in that article, though. I'm glad she brought it to me.
Hey, did you see that band video link that I put? Not saying that. Okay, because there's it's 17 minutes on band. Roger Stone Tells All. I'm probably gonna watch that real shortly.
Yeah, I tell you what, I've had, like I said, I've been on my own, doing my own thing since I was like a kid. You know, I really didn't get to have a kid life.
Right.
You know, my formative teenage years were spent in Europe in the military. I joined when I was 17. Actually, I joined before I was 17. I just had to wait till I was 17 before they could get me in the door.
I did that too. I signed before I was 17. They post dated it. Or I don't know what you call post dated, but the reverse post dating. They
No,
predated. So in other words, I had my 17th birthday on May 29th and then so that was Memorial Weekend, and then it was the 3rd of June we went to Camp Ripley for the 2 week.
right.
So I graduate. Well, I didn't graduate because that was my junior year, right? So I got out of junior, and I had my birthday, and then a couple days later, I was sitting in the back of a freaking Humvee on my way up to Ripley for 2 weeks, and then I went to Fort Sill for 10 weeks, and then I went and graduated from high school, and then I went back to Fort Sill. So yeah, that was all. I was. I don't know. It was kind of a cool story because.
No, I went and got my GED. I quit school when I was 15. I was making more money at 15 and a half than well, anyway. I was working 3 jobs. And I didn't have time. I mean, I was at the top of my classes, dude. I had all my mandatory credits. Okay. Halfway through my junior year. Everything else was electives. And they couldn't figure out how I did it. Well, I took Spanish as a second language. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I got my communication arts skills out in that. And my social studies, I've doubled up on those. Because I was a nut for, information. So
I was the same kind of kid, man. Like, I incredibly enough, in those days, the same years, right, as you, but I had 4 years of computer science by the time I graduated. I had 4 years of German, 4 years of electronics. I had 4 years metal shop, man, and then I had physics. But in my senior year, I wanted to take physics, and they were like, well, you can't take physics until you've taken trig. And I'm like, well, then sign me up for trig. And they were like, wait, you have to do the trig course before. I says,
right, you
okay.
had to take the math courses up. Yeah, see, I was in trig and pre-cal.
Yeah.
Right. I'd gotten through trig and pre-cal. In fact, I was taking that class, trig and pre-cal, the first semester in my junior year.
Right.
So, I mean, I had all that stuff.
That's how I got them to swing it. I was like, well, give me trig in the first trimester and I'll take physics in the second. And they were like, well, because they were trying to tell me I could not take physics class, whatever. Right. And I was like, bullshit. Work it out. I want physics.
Well, I was also taking aeronautical sciences. We were studying, aircraft manufacturing and design principles and stuff like that.
Wow, in high school though?
Yeah.
What state was that?
Missouri.
Really?
I was raised here in Missouri, yeah.
Wow, I mean, because I always thought Minnesota had a real, advanced curriculum. I didn't realize that.
Was at the top. There wasn't a lot of people in the classes I went to because it was kind of like the crazy smart people were up there. But I was still top of my, I was top of grades. I was, and when I was lazy, I had straight B's. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I actually had 4 years computer science too, which, as an 85 graduate, how do you get 4 years computer science? Remember the Apple? Yeah, we had the Apple.
Mm. Yeah, the green screen. I remember green screens too.
Oh yeah, with the little dot matrix stuff, man.
Yeah.
It's so wild.
Command line entry only.
We used to sneak over to the teletype and get them to download centerfold sized naked women, right? All made out of the rotating ball.
Sorry.
Oh, did I miss?
See you later, pro life. Nobody's upset with you, dear. So don't freak out.
Oh, where did she go?
She said she's gonna go watch Captain Marvel with her.
Captain Marvel. All right.
Yeah.
What was I saying? Oh, so then I went down to the Air Force and I told them I had done mushrooms and they told me to get the fuck out. So I went to the Army and I didn't tell them that I had done mushrooms. And they gave me an aptitude test and I scored Emerald. I scored second of all time. The only person that scored greater percentile than me was an 8-year college graduate.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, man. So they were like, well, how do you feel about being a surveyor? And I was like, well, can I jump out of helicopters? And they were like, yeah, sure. I was like, sign me up, man. Yeah, so I took the airborne ranger route, man. Good shit. Yeah,
Big red one, baby.
We were too, because it's the 1st battalion here in Minnesota. It's 333rd.
Big red one.
Yeah. So that worked out pretty good. But then Germany, you know how that story goes, don't you?
Mm-hmm. All too well. Dude, I had fun. We worked our fucking
it wasn't fun.
We played harder than we.
Well, it seemed like everything was 50 years behind.
But we partied just as hard as we worked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh my God. It was crazy.
Fucking Cold War shit though. Boot polishing and pressing and starch. Oh my God. Oh, good. Because what I need is 5 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. If it weren't for those lights, we could see your brain through your nose.
Won't find nothing.
What happened?
I don't know. Everything went silent there.
The tow truck. Where'd you go? Oh, yeah, I think he got something coming up.
What is that sound?
What? That's frogs.
Somebody's gonna have rain.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna rain tomorrow night. It rained today, most of the day.
The frogs announce it.
Yeah. And I got a frog pond in the backyard. Used to be a swimming pool, but now it's a frog pond.
Oh, when I was
so they eat the bugs and mosquitoes and stuff, so we let them go.
When I was in elementary school, I was real little, about 7. We'd go camping at a place called Clear Lake in California. We'd meet my grandparents' brother and his wife, and we'd go water skiing, run around the boat, whole inner tube, stuff like that.
Right.
Well, first time I went there, I grabbed my mother's Samsonite suitcase and filled it up with frogs. She was not happy.
I did that with red squirrels once. I found a family of red squirrels. I loaded them up in my Snoopy lunchbox and brought them home, man. Nobody could figure out how I even caught the damn things. They were like, they didn't tear you up. I was like, well, I don't know. It worked out all right for me. I just
Show it to
put
your
my...
buddy in church.
Yeah, man. I'm walking around. I had 3 little squirrels in my Snoopy lunchbox. What the hell?
Ray Stevens did a song about that.
No shit.
Yeah, he was showing it to his buddy Earl, and that squirrel got loose,
Oh,
and
yeah.
people were jumping the pews,
Oh, yeah.
speaking in
I forgot.
tongues.
I forgot that.
And the lady was better than you. She's like, if the squirrel was doing laps in her dress.
Doing laps.
Ray Stevens song, yeah.
People were
The Great
confessing
Squirrel Revival.
their sins.
It's the Great Squirrel Revival, yeah, by Ray Stevens.
I always remember that you can't roller skate in a watermelon patch, but you can be happy if you have a mind to.
I'm tempted to plant some watermelons. Apparently, it's too cold right now.
Hey, what if you planted them next to jalapenos? Would you get hot watermelons?
Spicy watermelon. Yeah, if they would crossbreed, yeah, you get spicy watermelon.
That's stupid.
I planted habaneros next to jalapenos. My habaneros were the hottest I've ever had, but my jalapenos had no heat.
Huh. Wow.
I found out you're not supposed to plant 2 varieties together. They'll cross-pollinate. Boy, that vinyl is just vibrating like crazy.
You know, I wanna. You think I can bring one of these June bugs into my little chicks? They're only about 6 weeks old. You think I could bring them some June bugs?
Yeah.
Oh man,
They're a little big.
they're not very big, but
I've seen one here in Oregon, and it is huge.
ooh, you're the wolves.
I was doing some bike trails up in the mountains,
Yeah.
and I saw a cicada on a tree. I didn't think we had cicadas.
Is it true they only come around every 11 years? I don't believe that.
7.
Well, I haven't seen a cicada since.
7.
7 years?
Yep. 7.
Kind of like a praying mantis.
We get them here. You know, the last time, well,
Butterflies.
the one we had in 2011 was on June 6th. And it was what I call the Day of the Screaming Trees.
They do sing. I was down in South Carolina, and I heard them cicadas singing. Like, what is that? Like, is it a cicada?
I mean, I traveled, 27 miles to where I was going, and every tree I passed was screaming.
Wow.
Okay, it didn't matter how big it was.
But don't I hear that every year? And Grandpa always used to tell me the first time you hear that, you get 8 more weeks until it freezes.
No, this ain't that. This was June. June 6th, 2011.
Huh.
It was a really crazy day. A really good friend of mine had died that day, and I was on my way to see him. And it just was really bizarre.
And
when I was down in Kansas, I was hoping to see fireflies.
That's crazy, Wiz.
But it was Christmas.
But it was what now?
Firefly. Yeah, I went to Kansas to visit relatives around Christmas. I was hoping to see fireflies. Christmas,
Wow.
probably wrong time of year.
Yeah. Probably wouldn't.
I saw a swirling cloud. I was working on my car because stupid piece of junk. And I was in Kansas, and I'm like looking up at the clouds, and the clouds are swirling. I was like, please. It's a my car was a lemon. I wanted the insurance money. What the heck?
Oh,
It was a Ford Escort
oh shit.
GT.
Oh,
That was a fast car when it was working.
Oh, yeah. I always
yeah.
wanted one of those with a long stick. They had a long stick version of that. I always wanted one of them.
I kept burning up alternators.
Oh yeah.
It
They
actually caught fire once I
right.
was on Highway 10 trying to catch a Saab. I was over 100 miles an hour. The speedometer went to 80, but there was nothing stopping the needle, so it kept going. It was coming back to zero.
Oh wow.
And I didn't have it to the floor yet. I was afraid to do that because it might burn up the engine. That stupid
Right.
alternator. Well, I saw smoke coming out from underneath the hood. I thought, oh, crap. So I pulled over the side of the highway, grabbed my fire extinguisher, opened the hood, and the alternator was on fire. I hit it with the fire extinguisher. Fire was out. 1 second. It was a halon fire extinguisher.
That old Escort must have been hydroplaning at 100 miles an hour. How the hell did you keep it on the road? That fucker's about ready to fly, wasn't it?
The road was dry. I had Saab low profile tires on it. Previous owner was an idiot. He wired the alternator so it's charging all the time because he had a kick-in stereo. Probably worked for him.
Sure.
But without that kick-in stereo, it didn't need that much power.
Right.
And he put Saab tires on there, which made the turning kind of weird. And to top it off, you put that that spray you put to seal a tire, seal a flat or something.
Slimed them up.
Yep, slimed them up. And when I was in Kansas, I noticed a bulge on a couple of the tires. Oh, no. So I was like, do you have a Les Schwab? And said, nope. We got Goodyear. Great. I don't have an account with them. So I went over to Goodyear, and they said, well, you got two problems. Somebody put the wrong tires on your car, and they put slime in every one. With the slime makes the sidewall laminate. That's what happened.
Oh, is that right?
That stuff's okay if you get a flat. You get to a tire store and you tell them you had a flat and you put the slime in there. So they take the tire off the rim, clean out the slime, fix the hole, and put it back on. You don't want to leave it in there.
Nah.
It works for bike tires, but not car tires. Bike tires have it too. Car tires don't.
Well,
So it's good to have that in your car, but not in the tire. Well, once I got everything fixed in that car, the engine quit working.
Right.
So I ended up selling. I couldn't work on that stupid thing. It's all German engineering underneath the hood.
Yeah, I remember seeing those in Germany too. The Ford Escort was over there. It was a real popular
Can't turn
car.
on red.
Real popular car. I always wanted.
I never saw one over there. I
Uh,
just know that I believe the engine's made by either Volkswagen or BMW. I'm not sure which.
they called them. Dang it, I can't remember. Esprit or something like that.
Hmm. Never,
Esprit.
I never seen one. Maybe they changed the body.
Well, like when I was there, I was driving a Polo. It was a Volkswagen Polo, but over here they called it a Ford Fiesta.
Well, I saw a Jeep Liberty down in Chile. Only thing is, they call it Cherokee. And the
Those Liberties.
Chevy S10, it's called a Corsa.
Uh huh. Uh huh. Those Liberty, man. Those are the ones that look scared.
Hey, tow truck.
Yo.
I'm gonna go out, guys. I'm gonna hit the hay.
Yeah, I see you fading there, man. Me too. It's man. It's after midnight.
Yeah,
That ain't
it's 12:30.
I
I'm just
imagine it's after midnight for most of you.
yeah,
Not
Yeah.
midnight here yet.
I'm fading too, man.
yeah.
Can we shut her down? I'm looking forward to sunshine tomorrow. I got good vitamin D today. I'm going to be ready to go. I can finish off my chicken tractor.
Oh,
That way I can make a video. That way I'll have something cool to share tomorrow night.
You
I
got
Man,
it.
wait till you see my chicken tractor, dude. It is really something, man.
You got it.
I was moving fill dirt.
Do you think I can paint my plywood? So there's a coop inside my cage, but it's just nice plywood. Should I
Right.
paint the interior of it at all, or just leave it, or can
I
I,
put
or shouldn't
linoleum
I?
on the floor of the. I put linoleum on the floor of it, and I would probably just leave. So you can clean it out easy. Take a
Yeah,
piece of
yeah.
old ash linoleum and cover 4 inches up each of the walls and the bottom of the thing, and so you can clean it out real easily. And then I wouldn't paint the inside of it if you haven't already done that.
No, I haven't. I thought I'd leave it bare. I'm worried about him getting toxic shock syndrome or whatever, but
Right. No, I
I
know what
thought
you're
I
talking
wanted
about.
to. I think I want to stain the outside though, so it has some weather barrier.
Well, I do paint all the wood, so even the inside of the coop is that's all painted with stain.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
then it won't be officially done yet, but it'll be show and tellable, I think.
Yeah.
If I
Oh,
get to bed on
absolutely.
time. If I get to
All
bed
right,
on
man.
time.
Dream well, Patriots. Thank you guys for
Hey,
coming up and
I got one more thing.
Okay, what's the thing?
Okay, I was moving dirt today from a trailer to the opposite end of the property to fill in a hill so that I
yeah.
can put out my rain gutter system.
Dude,
Right.
how do you fill in a hill? It's already there. Don't you fill in a
I
hole?
made a wall and I'm putting the fill dirt in there.
Okay. I'm just playing,
Oh,
dude.
great. I got flashing lights behind me.
Oh no!
I don't know about it right.
Put it on screen. We'll cover for you. We got it all on camera, officer. Leave my battery alone. Uh-oh, he caught you on your cell phone. Oh, shit, battery.
Can you see him?
No, you shut your camera back off. I
Oh,
saw him blip twice.
there it goes.
Oh,
Camera's
that's in
on.
front of you?
Up ahead of him.
I can't tell if you see anything because my screen locked up.
Oh, yeah. No, we see them in front of you, though. I thought you said behind you. You got them on both ends? Oh, man, it's a sandwich.
No, I pulled over and he passed.
Oh, what am I thinking? I thought you were running. I would have ran, so I automatically assumed.
Dream well, Patriots.
All
You guys
right,
are
Wiz.
All right, man.
I moved
God bless
about
you and be
300 pounds
safe.
of dirt. And then I went to work.
Oh, yeah?
My arms were so tired.
Damn.
Like I flew to Cleveland. My arms
Like,
were tired.
no shit. Well, you know what? It just makes it that much stronger. Yeah. But
They feel fine now.
Stronger. All right. I'll talk to you later. All right. Good night.
Good night.
See y'all tomorrow.